So here today I am assisted by First Officer Vizix. How are you, Vizix, today?
Pretty good, pretty good. Ready to do a flight?
Wonderful. Well, thanks for joining me just in time for a little earlier departure, which is good because there was a little glitch in the matrix when it comes to the scheduling of this flight. So anyway, let's we can talk about that in a bit. Let's hop in the cockpit where the action is. Here we are. Make sure we have all the sounds. Okay. So we're here parked at stand 106. We're already fully loaded. We have a passenger on board or cargo on board. We'll do a quick check of everything. It is really busy. Lisbon is a single runway now, and we'll talk about that as well. But it's not only arrival traffic, departing traffic, but then heavy traffic has to cross the runway to get to the threshold of the runway 20, which is in use right now. So lots of fun. So let's get in the Congo line as soon as we can. Alright, so you can get a feel here for the situation. I just started the APU. We can disconnect external power. And you will be the pilot flying, I'll be the pilot monitoring.
Okay.
And we can reset this chrono. Wonderful 5 or 50 minutes block time. That was yesterday. Luckily, I'm not gonna submit you to that.
Oh, I checked the the schedule to make sure I didn't join one of those flights.
Yes, I understand. Okay, doors are good. Hydraulic is all happy. Pressurization 200 auto. Sounds good. Do we have engine oil? We do. So that's always a good good thing, right? So I have filed our flight plan. We got assigned this gate, which is kind of as far as it can be from the runway. So that's going to be interesting too. Runway 20 is in use. Let me get the latest ATIS and then I'll pass it to you if you can decipher it and get us. I don't know if we're going to do pre-departure clearance, but for now let's get LPPT. Departure ATIS.
It'll come up on mine too.
Yes, there's a little bit of an issue, so tell me if you run into it, because I'm trying to also record your screen, so that thing runs on too, but I was planning to print it for you. So that would be the simpler thing in my mind.
Yeah.
Because it gets confused because your MCDU screen is running on two. There you go. On two machines, one so that I can stream it, and one so that you can see it. I think I heard 1018 for the QNH. I know they're using the 20. I believe we're gonna be given the IXIDA 1 Sierra departure. So there are standard routes that you can find in SimBrief, which are the routes for
so you went ahead and threw in the departure there?
So I just threw the departure in there. Cool. What else?
Information Oscar.
Flight plan. We're expecting flight level 360 with GL44. We are not as heavy as usual because we only need 11.6 tons, and that's because we've also a good 108 minutes of extra fuel, just to be on the safe side if you get a hold or little reroute, things like that. It's balanced across the tank, so that's all good. Takeoff weight is in there. Trip all looks good. I'm gonna copy that in the secondary flight plan. So one more thing we need to do is the perf or takeoff performance.
You've already got init B.
Yeah, init B is set up. Do you want to read the ATIS? I need a minute here to get something done. So if you don't mind, for viewers.
You just want me to read it off? Here?
Yeah. And for me too.
Yeah.
Is it still Kilo or Juliet or
it's Oscar?
Oh my goodness! How did we get? Okay. Yeah, ATC you can check in advance, but it doesn't help you much.
So-
It changed pretty.
Name of this airport is just Lisbon International or something?
No, it's Humberto Delgado or something like that.
Well, I'll just call it
Yeah.
Lisbon or
Let's
whatever.
call it Lisbon. Lisboa.
All right, Lisbon. Information Oscar 2230 Zulu. Expect ILS approach runway in use 20.
Okay.
TRL 50. I don't know what that means, but
Transition
oh, okay.
level.
Yeah. Not used to
Is-
that in the States. It's always the same, you know.
Yes, I know.
For departure clearance, contact DEL. Not sure what that means.
Delivery?
Delivery. 118.955.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in the box. 118955. And I believe you remember I switched it so that you're on VHF1.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually we should put this. Oh no, darn it, that's not what I wanted to do.
So if I change VHF,
You
it'll change
changed
to
mine,
one.
which is just what I did, but it's
Oh,
alright.
okay. So I'll switch over to VHF2 and
Well, but it's kind of useful. 118955 is delivery.
correct.
Okay, let's switch to delivery.
Or I guess I'm just hands off and I just let you work it. Right?
Yeah, so don't be surprised I might reach over on your side and set it up,
Okay.
but don't worry about it.
Yeah, I
yes.
started messing with the standby there.
Because that gives me 2 standby then.
Oh, okay.
And for quick transition like
Okay.
ground tower,
I'll just be
yeah,
hands off
yeah.
on the radios then.
that's the beauty of being the pilot filing. All right.
Yeah. So after
what
departure
else
contact.
is going on?
Yeah. After
Oh, I think we have the bot for the first time in the chat, so that would be a change. Anyway, let's get going.
yeah.
So I have 119.105 set.
Okay. Yeah. After departure contact 119.105. After landing vacate. Well, this doesn't apply to
Yeah,
us.
that's all the landing
Guys.
guys.
Medium and large aircraft. Expect position uniform for departure takeoff. Available distance
So
2412
that's
meters.
important for us. The airport is single runway here.
Okay.
This is the runway they're using for landing and takeoff. If you want full length, you have to cross and go here. So we're gonna take off from here. So that chops the runway by a third.
Okay.
And as I told you, we're here. As far I guess here is as far as we can be.
Important for our
But
V speeds.
yes, so I added an intersection. It wasn't listed, but I added an intersection.
Okay.
We have had some challenge. I forced Toga. Hopefully it's not going to be too exciting, but the takeoff roll has been pretty slow, so we'll see what happens. So I've calculated all that. I can send it. So ProSim now has the Phoenix, basically,
Oh, nice.
or Phoenix Inspire or leveraged as they collaborate more, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what. So takeoff. What's the LDA?
So like landing
or
distance,
yeah,
takeoff
or
distance?
the 21 something.
Yeah, 2412 meters.
Oh, 2412. So the Airbus needs a shift. So that's not the number you enter. We need to do a little math here. The full runway length is 3707. So that's 1295. Okay. So we are losing 1295 meters for a takeoff shift. This is actually to tell it doesn't help with any of the calculations for the V-speed that we have to do in the separate calculator. What it does is that it tells the aircraft that when we apply or takeoff power, don't use the threshold of 20. I told you we're taking off from 20. When you do that, it assumes threshold of 20. You have to put the shift to tell no, we're taking off from another location. And accordingly, the IRS, the GPS, and all that use that known point. It's your last known point on Earth
Okay.
before you go
Before it
heavenly.
starts yelling at you.
No, it's just to help because I align the IRS a little bit back. I mean, they've already drifted, you know, by a good 0.2, 0.4 nautical miles. I mean, it's totally fine, especially they work with the GPS to give us a good position, but that's my understanding of what the shift does. So the more important part is to make sure you don't do a full length calculation on your EFB, because then it could get a little spicy. Anything else I should know? We should know here.
Just weather. Wind 160 at.
Okay. That was minimum, right?
Yeah, 160 at 9 knots.
Oh, we got 9. So you'll get a little bit of a left crosswind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Visibility 10 kilometers.
That's good.
Clouds few at 500 feet.
Okay.
Broken at 700 feet. Temperature 19. Dew point 18.
All right.
QNH 1018.
Okay, and that's set 3 times.
Cool.
They give us a transition altitude, but no.
Last bit here, comply with speed limitations, acknowledge.
Yeah, let's look at our
LPPT,
departure.
Info, Oscar, and that's it.
So let's see if they will give us an altitude. Well, let's call for clearance. That's probably the most urgent thing here.
We have a TSAT 2316 confirmed.
Your TSAT is 2307, it's time, so you can contact ground 121.755 for push.
121.755, yeah.
Mission delivery EG63, gate 200, requesting IFR to Barcelona.
EG63, Roger, stand by, break, Steelbird 9 Delta 121.755 for ground, you are ready to push.
121.755, Steelbird 9 Delta. And delivery pneumatic for 20 Papa, ready to push and start.
So it's correct.
Station calling, call sign, start.
Pneumatic 420 Papa, stand 412.
Nomadic 420 Papa, your TSAT is 5 minutes delay, I'll call you back when according to
Ooh,
TSAT.
those are some high V speeds there.
Yes, I was surprised. I mean, it's Toga, so...
Giant 1471, Roger, clear us to Dublin, information...
So we need to get in the
clear
queue
to,
here.
Via the 1 Sierra departure, squawk 3302.
I wonder if we could get a PDC. Let's try that.
And you said we're doing a Toga takeoff?
Not super often. Oh, that's not the request. Oops.
Giant
Took the
1471,
wrong turn
information
here.
Papa QNH 1018,
That's
clear to
it.
Dublin, exceed 1 Sierra departure,
There we go.
squawk 3302.
But hold on one second. I think we need our flight number and all that. So let's get that all loaded. Then it should
And we are squawking 3302.
populate this here. There we go. Everything got loaded. So you told me the AS was Oscar.
Yes.
Okay, we're on 106.
That's you, 111
Oh gee, it's gonna be busy. I hope we can get a PDC.
We are ready, EG63.
Let's send this.
EG63, information Papa QNH 1018,
Alright.
clear to
If not, I'll
Barcelona,
call him.
exceed 1 Sierra departure, squawk
So,
0353.
covers are nice.
You like them? I like them too. So what Physics is referring to is the new New Zealand sheep.
Do you ever find
sheep
this
skin.
on an Airbus?
Yeah, apparently somebody, the first comment I got is like, hey, you want to make it look like a like a Boeing?
Yeah.
And sure enough, when I started paying attention, I mean, it's not.
Information Papa current QNH 1018.
Guess it's just
De
not standard.
facto,
You have
but
to
no.
request it.
And these are the actual
exceed
ones. Like I
Oh,
order
okay.
from company, and that's why they fit pretty well, but not exact because my seats are not the.
Yeah.
Okay, the okay. Well, yeah, that's our pre-date clearance. We can. I don't have this button here working quite yet, but should be able to silence it this way.
Can you say again your request, sorry?
I think I can.
Spaghetti 4 Whiskey Foxtrot, Boeing 777 gate 146, information Papa request IFR to Dublin,
Oh,
please.
Papa is.
Transfer 24 Whiskey Foxtrot, Roger. IFR to Dublin, cleared by the exceed 1 Sierra departure. Confirming 20, squawk 0340, information Papa QNH 1018.
Clear to Dublin, EDXR 1 Sierra departure, runway 20, squawk 0340, information Papa, QNH 1018, French Baguette 24, Whiskey Foxtrot. Speedbird 6, Charlie Tango.
Okay, here we go.
Requested via CPDLC.
Okay, cleared.
No.
2305. Okay, good.
Speedbird 6, Charlie Tango, CPDLC, I think it's, I don't know. But, when I
PDC2,
get by
GL44 is cleared to Dublin of 20 via Exida 1 Sierra, squawk 0514. 0514. Okay, so I'm not sure if we're gonna get an initial altitude from
Clear to Dublin, Exceeder 1 Sierra.
Okay, so now
We just have to reference the chart.
we're done. We're done with delivery. I think we can go to ground.
Silver 6 Charlie Tango feedback is correct.
And I think what we can do is turn our transponder on.
702 requesting clearance to Port
And ground 1, 2, 1, 7,
Delivering
5,
Neptune 11
5.
Whiskey, stand 117 for clearance. We were number 2 about 4 aircraft ago.
Somebody's pissed.
Yeah,
Affirmative. Kilo November Echo.
45 more Charlie and push up to
Are we on
Sorry, what? Exceeder 1 Sierra.
Yeah.
Clipper 583, squawk 3345.
3345, Clipper 583. San Bravo.
Go, stand by.
Ground speedbird 9 Delta, just checking you heard us call. We're ready for 706 for push and start.
It is busy. I mean, the last thing I heard from the controller is stand by, so I'm not surprised he's not responding. Just want to make sure we're not on the intercom. No, that's all good. Well, let's do the checklist while we're waiting.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Let's put everything ready.
Blackbird 77
Uh,
Bravo, push
Before
to
start
face north.
checklist, cockpit prep, completed.
Oh, sorry.
You happy?
Yeah, I forgot to
Air
pull mine out to reference
23
it.
Whiskey Hotel. Stand
yeah.
Gear pins.
404.
Those are here.
Signs.
Signs.
Yeah, we are.
On.
These two guys, they're both on. ADIRs. So that would be on data page.
Okay.
And position monitor. You want to make sure they're all three on nav.
Confirmed.
And that the drift is acceptable. Below 3 nautical miles is still fine, I think.
747 is clear.
Okay.
Taxi uniform to uniform 5.
Uniform 5, Clipper 583, clear.
Do we have to approve?
Lisbon ground, EG63, request push and start from gate 200.
So that's the second message, but I don't know.
Aircraft, which called for push earlier. Go ahead, please. What call sign again and stand number?
Speedbird 9 Delta, stand 706.
Okay, that's the
Thank you,
AOC
09
message.
Delta. Do you need push from stand 706?
Yeah, we'll push round to face south on Delta, if that's okay.
Yep, that's fine. But 9 Delta, push approved face south.
Push through face to south, Speedbird 9 Delta.
Ground GL44 requesting push 106.
Push and start.
Ah, gee.
Neptune 1 Whiskey, push approved face north.
Push through face north, Neptune 11 Whiskey.
EG63, push approved face north. Application face west, northwest. Push approved, EG63 face north, northwest.
It's the middle of it. Everybody's asking.
I'd like to stand 116 if possible.
I'm surprised they're not doing PDCs.
Well, we got a PDC, but
Oh, we did get it.
yes.
Alpha 2.
So we're cleared up to 10, looks like.
Tango Mike Alpha 2.
What did
for
the
stand
ATC say? Do we need to
116.209.
contact?
Lisbon ground, good evening, airstrike.
I mean, we heard them calling ground for push and start.
Push and start.
Airspring 89321 able at this time. Traffic behind, I'll call you.
Ground GL44, stand 106, push and start, please.
GL44. Push and start approved face north.
Push and start approved, face north, GL44. Alright,
And before GL there were 2 or 3 aircraft all talking at once.
let's go. We were one of those, but he heard us, so...
We need our AP bleed on.
So, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Thank you.
Just confirm you are on Moshire. Thank you. Taxi Alpha.
So the way it works, we got our
4,
pre-departure clearance,
5.
which is basically an exchange of text messages, the equivalent of that. Then, depending on the airport, in some place, like in Australia, we had to read back our squawk, SID, and stand number, something like that. But here, the mere fact that I put the squawk code that I was given serves as an acknowledgement. Hopefully you can read. You might not hear very well, and it might be tricky, but hopefully we can read. That's the big benefit.
Portugal 211.
Alright. Go.
You're ready. We never did finish the before start checklist.
Let me, once we're, yeah, we can finish it.
We were at fuel
So we
quantity.
did the takeoff fuel quantity, we need 11.6 I think for the
40 kilograms.
11.6, yeah, that's the APU, yeah, we're good.
Right, takeoff data.
That's the funny part here, let's hope this time it's all good. Takeoff data, so it's gonna be Toga from an intersection uniform 5, V1 153, VR 153, V2 154, flaps 1, up 0.5, no flex.
Confirmed.
Wonderful.
Baro ref 1018 set 1, 2,
Is he
3 times.
Am I not hearing? What are they doing out there? Oh, they're lifting us. I can feel it. And the vertical speed can feel it too. Alright. Nose left.
Alright, before start checklist completed above the line.
Easy parking brakes, please.
And Shamrock 4, Romeo Lima.
Commencing push.
Okay, they're pushing.
All engines clear.
You want to start the engine?
Alright, yeah, we got our AP
so
bleed
you-
on.
Yep.
Start in 1.
Well, you need to put the ignition start.
Oh, yep. Ignition start.
There you go.
Start 1.
Yeah, we can. We're in Europe, but it's fine. It depends. We're not
And
gonna
two.
enter that debate, are we? Okay, so luckily being in this corner, there's not too many people. That's the benefit. We have a long road ahead, but the clear push.
Fuel flow. GT.
Alright, I'll let
rising.
our viewer view the start as well. Okay. Yeah. Before 55% N2, the bleed valve should close. There we go.
Start valve closed.
I like to start this.
Good start on 1. Avail.
Alright, good start on 1. Good,
Start
let's
2.
start number 2.
Start valve open. N2. Low pressure.
Preset parking brakes.
Alright, parking brake set.
Fuel flow.
Unlocking gear.
T and 1 rising.
All good. So, let's brief for taxi. We're here, Alpha, and here on... Jesus, I even printed in my
Start valve
glasses.
closed.
So, Alpha 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Uniform 4.
Available. Start. Good start on 2. Norm mode selected.
Okay, you want me to do the flow real quick?
Turn off the APU.
We can turn off the APU. I'll give you 25. I'll put the weather radar. I like to start the chrono. We need 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all good. Well, different people use the chrono differently. So
Alright, windows and doors closed. We'll just wait
yes,
for
that was before. Yeah, no, I checked. We had the
Oh, okay.
beacon, and no,
Oh,
I
okay,
checked.
okay,
I know.
okay. Cool,
So we
cool.
can do the after start.
Anti-ice.
Not required.
Okay. Cam status.
So if you press status, normal. That's what we like to see.
Alright, pitch trim.
Pitch trim
Should be up
is
0.5.
okay. I missed it by 0.1.
Looks good.
There you go.
Rudder
And that's
trim.
what we want, right? Yep.
Rudder
Okay.
trim is 0.
Is 0.
Okay. After start
Cool.
complete.
Let's try to get going first, and
Okay.
then we'll do.
If you know the route, I'll let you direct me.
Okay.
On the
So
taxi.
you'll do the taxi. Remember, it's with the tiller.
Yeah.
Matic 420 Papa Roger, you're on the list, I'll call you shortly.
Alright.
Ground GL44 ready for taxi.
Sorry,
Ooh, gee.
to station Z1. The first station, understood, the IBD 536, IBD 536, squawk 1 Charlie, please. Continue on Alpha, hold short of uniform.
and taxi up on from area Pacific.
Neptune 11 Whiskey, continue on uniform. Hold short of section, continue uniform Alpha 6.
Uniform Alpha 6, Neptune 11 Whiskey.
Seabird 9 Delta, gives way to the 737 on uniform. He'll be turning on to Alpha 6.
Give way to 737 on uniform, joining from Alpha 6, Seabird 9 Delta.
Ground GL for 4, Alpha 1 ready for taxi.
Gate 146 ready for push.
I think that was even 3 at once. Give me a minute. Qantas 100 on frequency.
I'm free, Qantas 100.
Qantas 100, hello.
So it's gonna be basically straight.
Taxi, uniform, Foxtrot, and 606.
We shouldn't blindly follow because some will
Foxtrot,
cross the runway,
606,
but
100.
it's not gonna be us.
Delivery Air Portugal 211, do you confirm you still have us for push and start?
I
Weather
do, yes.
radar.
Blackbird 77 Bravo, continue right
Say again?
uniform.
Get the
to
weather radar
uniform 5.
returns.
Oh yeah, no, we need to
Uniform,
be
uniform.
careful. There's some weather around here.
And Alitalia 9590804, my first start.
Alitalia 9590, and I'll follow you. Neptune 11 Whiskey, next left on Alpha 6, monitor tower 118105.
Alpha 6, monitor the tower 118105, great job sir, thank you very much.
Thanks, have a nice evening.
Ground GL for 4 are ready for push. Oh, for taxi. Oh, jeez.
giant bias.
That was many aircraft at once. Let's do following. I have 5 aircraft on my list for push. I will need a few minutes to work them. So don't come in for push for 3 or 4 minutes unless you're an event aircraft. An official team, I mean, with that. And I will let you know once I'm ready to accept more push requests. Scout 211, confirm your stand number, please.
211 is at stand 125.
To a flight control
Scout
check here.
211, push approved, face north.
Let me try to.
Wonderful, push approved north, Portugal 211.
Ground GL for 4 on Alpha 1 ready for taxi.
Shamrock 4 Romeo Lima, push approved, face north.
Push approved, face
Alpha was not letting people who were pushing.
GL44
Okay.
taxi Mike, Quebec, hold short of uniform.
Mike, Quebec, hold short of uniform, GL for 4. That
Where's
makes
Mike?
no sense.
Yeah, where's Mike?
Gate 146 ready for push.
As I said 1 minute ago, don't call me for push for 4 minutes. No, 4 minutes please. Good 9 adults,
Where's
monitor tower
Quebec?
118
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So first left. Okay. I gotcha. You take a left here. This is Mike.
Okay. I'll go if you
yeah,
got it.
I'll be the one who get fired. Okay.
Front brakes off.
Make sure you keep your feet off the brakes.
brakes.
Taxi lights on. I'll give you a turn of lights. Woohoo! We're going. Brake max. So I'm gonna wait until we're in a straight line to do the rest of the.
184 taxi off, hold short of uniform.
Sure, uniform, they're new one.
Yeah, spring 8932, monitor tower.
So I believe
118,
we take a left here.
18105, thank you for service. Bye-bye here from 11.
Okay.
Ground AG63 ready for taxi. Easy 6.
And we're a little heavy.
Mike.
I mean, not
Quebec.
super heavy,
Hold short of
67.2, so we're ton or two above our maximum landing weight.
Hold short uniform.
So left here,
Skull 1031 on frequency. Skull 1031.
then we're gonna
You will be going
cross
the long way
Tango,
around, right? Taxi uniform, Mike,
which is the
Echo,
first one. We're gonna take the
224.
second right. Yeah, you have to yank the tiller if you want 90 degree.
Mike, Echo and 224, Portugal 143.
Giant 1471, are you ready for taxi?
Drive point 71, correct.
Perfect, thank you, Giant
Do you have a
1471.
silent? No,
Taxi
it's
to
on the
Lima,
other
hold
side.
short of
Okay.
uniform.
Lima, hold short of uniform, drive point
Yeah,
71.
once it happens to me too. Once you turn and if you get stopped, it's better to let the tiller come back, get
yeah,
moving, and then you can.
Yeah. So we're just going straight.
Alright, yes, this is Tango, so not this one. You clear on the left, clear on the right, so.
I don't recall clearing it for push.
Oops!
Dramatic 420 Papa.
This is looking extra juicy with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
569 second.
Ready for 2024.
No, not in Europe, I'm afraid. Jet 569, standby, I'm calling. Nomadic
Then the
4,
second right,
Papa, your number next
which
for
should
push,
be
I'll call you
Quebec.
Okay. Quebec 1.
United 3,
Yes.
184.
So the
Continue Alpha
so we just
6,
okay.
for
All right,
Papa,
EasyJet.
One is at tower,
Yeah.
118,
Take it easy,
105.
Jet.
He's in a hurry.
Well, everybody's in a hurry. Okay, so this is Quebec confirmed, so you can follow the EasyJet.
Shamrock 4, Romeo
I'm gonna
Lima,
look at
you are
the
number 3
the
for
damage
push.
here. Oh
I
my
will call
goodness.
you shortly.
It's not too bad. I mean,
Oh.
if 5 aircraft is
Oh,
not
man.
too bad.
So many Shamrock calls. Okay. Shamrock 2
That's
Kilo
what
Lima.
we
You are
heading
number two.
into.
Give me a minute. Just remind me of your stand number, please.
107.
107, Roger. I will call you shortly. You're number 4.
27124, ready for pushing start.
Guess I opened the flight.
And for people in the chat, I apologize. We're trying to do our best to get in the air. Then we'll have a little more time. But as you can tell, things are busy here in Lisbon. Okay, so now we're in Quebec. So you keep going until.
Shamrock 4, Romeo Lima, ready for taxi?
Don't worry about anything that's perpendicular to you. It's gonna be a taxiway. It's gonna be a way out. So you can 25. We can southwest it. Okay.
30 knots.
Once, yeah, and once you're comfortable, let me know, and we can do the rest of the.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So let's first do the flight control check.
Okay, full left.
Yeah, full left. Neutral.
Full right.
All right.
Neutral.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah.
Neutral.
Yeah. You should be looking there. I should be looking there.
Neutral. Okay.
And then on the tiller, make sure you press the pedal. If not,
Hold it down.
yeah, push. Yeah, and then you can use the rudder, and we should not
Right.
swerve. Yeah. Check. Neutral, rudder left. Alright, very good. Okay. Let's do the checklist. So, flight controls. Checked. Flight instruments. I like what I see. And briefing, you've been briefed. I've been briefed. Flaps. So, config 1 is what we want, what we have, so it's all good. ATC is on. We know that firsthand. In our ear. ECAM memo. I'll let you do the honor.
Status?
So, no, the ECAM memo, so takeoff config is.
All green.
Oh, yeah. No blue. Alright, let me keep an eye here. We need to take.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, we need to hold short here. If this is uniform.
Right, that line right there? Or?
No, this one.
Oh, okay.
Outside 9590, are we still in the queue?
You are indeed, you're 3.
Is it this line right here?
Ground GL44 holding short uniform. Yeah. I mean, as long as an aircraft.
GL44, follow the 747 from the left.
Not seen.
Only heard the beginning, but I'm assuming it's follow the 747 on the left on uniform GL44.
That's correct.
There he is.
Copy. Oh, that guy is cruising.
And GL44 confirmed you are an official team, right?
Confirmed.
Okay, Roger, so you can plan for full length, so you can avoid the queue.
We'll take full length. He's not
Indeed, otherwise you'll
supposed.
end up in a queue.
If he's
Okay,
not
to
supposed to
all
say that in the
stand by
on the frequency.
1 minute for
Alright, follow
stand by 1 minute.
the Giant 1471 or whoever is in front of us. Now, the small price we'll have to pay is that we'll have to cross the runway. So, I believe contrary to in the US, yeah, let's make sure we stick to that guy. So that we can cross hopefully when he crosses. We will, I suspect we'll be switching to tower. Only tower can let you cross the runway. Apparently that's not the case. Turn left on Tango, hold short of 20. and 2 towers at GL44. So hold on. Stop here. Because I think we are on Tango. Yeah, go, turn left. Well, we're holding short, it's fine. But just turn yourself a little bit if you can.
So we're crossing.
Yeah, he will cross the 2 of us. So this guy's gonna take off.
So, but this is a hold short line here, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Don't cross that, right?
Don't. I think this is the Cat 2-3. You can go to that line.
Okay.
Because they're not in Cat 2-3 operation. Tower GL44 holding short Tango. And hopefully I'm on the right frequency.
Eligible Tower, Clipper 583, Uniform 5.
It might not need a response, you know, if he heard me and he knows, you know, it's like... So what we should expect is, depending on the landing traffic that we see there, one thing we can do is we can put our TCAS on now. So they're sequencing departure. Most departure are from the uniform intersection, uniform 5. I was assuming the traffic that would have to cross was because they wanted full length, like a 747, or, but apparently it's a way to get into a different queue. I'm not gonna call it no queue, but
Set the park and brake there.
yeah, I'm sorry.
93184 cross 20 expedite.
So one
3184 before.
United is supposed to cross.
Say again?
Oh come on, dude! You can't be waiting.
3184 instructed.
Sorry, United, if you're in the chat, but there's a plane on a. Oh come on! Cross the runway. What does he think it is? Yeah, no, there you go.
Neptune 11 Whiskey 1160 degrees 8 knots 220 clear for immediate takeoff.
Okay.
Immediate takeoff, Neptune 11.
So he's gonna take off before this one was
Clipper
what?
583. Good afternoon. Radio
4
check.
miles out.
Radio 505.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's not your radio. It's United. That's.
No, very nice. RC 121. Expect late landing clearance.
Oh, did he disconnect? I saw the landing line disappear. Maybe in the cloud. So we should see our friend from Neptune 11 Whiskey taking off on 20. Not sure if they're doing full length. Yes, they are.
3184
There
radio
he is.
check.
So he wants to make sure United hears him.
Rotating right in front of us.
Yeah, see you, 11 Whiskey.
That was cool.
All right, you need to be ready to book it across the runway one.
Got a UFO up there.
Cross immediately, 20, steering way 4.
Clipper 583, no delay. Line up and wait for 20.
And the wait, no delay, Clipper 583.
Giant 1471 on the frequency.
Giant 1471.
Follow the United in front of you, clear cross running 20.
And GL44 is on the frequency too.
0 Giant
Oh
1471.
shit, I should have stepped on it.
Three stations at the same time. Break the Giant 1471, follow the company, correction, the traffic ahead, clear cross running 20.
Crossing runway 20, Giant 1471. Runway 20.
Kilo November Echo 45 request.
That was my bad.
Monitor Tower,
I jumped
I will call you
the
back.
gun there.
Maintain silence on the frequency, I will call you back. Break, Giant 1471, continue to Sierra 4.
Giant 1471, continue taxi to runway holding point.
3184, continue to Sierra 4.
Continue taxi to holding point, 094.
Tower Gerald 44 holding short Tango.
Cross. Clipper 583, wind 160 degrees on your knots, running 20, clear for takeoff, no delay.
Clipper 5.
Nav Express 45 in sequence, line up and wait, running 20.
Line up and wait, runway 20, Nav Express 45.
Juliet Hotel Lima 44, good afternoon. On the frequency?
Affirmative GL44.
044, hello, behind departing 737, clear cross runway 20, behind.
Behind departing 737, we clear to cross 20 behind GL44. Let's go.
Go on.
Hey, firm expedite.
Expediting GL44.
Neptune 11 Whiskey, passing 7,500.
Established approach, bye-bye.
Approach Neptune 11 Whiskey.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
United 8317, good afternoon, expect late landing clearance, reduce now.
Are lights on? Or
Yeah. I mean, we're crossing, right? An active runway.
Final approach
So
8317.
technically, we don't clear until our tail pass this, so you can't clear
Get a
anything.
little
There we go.
fast there.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's company approved.
Yeah. Are we just keeping
Just keep going this way.
Okay. We're not holding short, but just stopping next time
So
we
it's
see
a weird turn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
left, but we got it.
Yeah, I've taken a look at the
Okay,
chart.
let me see. Departure 119er.
Another
105.
645, wind 160 degrees, 12 knots, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Runway 20, clear for takeoff, now 645.
Okay. Nobody crossing there, so you're good. So yeah, these guys are taking off from Uniform 5 here. And we're gonna join our friend there.
Hotel Lima 44, continue to Sierra 4.
Through Sierra 4.
GL44 continue holding point 20.
Clipper 583, contacts for approach 19105.
Approach 19, 105, Clipper 583.
Yeah,
Good night.
Sierra 4 is full
Good night
length.
to you as well. United 8317.
Yeah, you let me know if you know where I need to stop.
No, you go all the way.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get full length. Because anything else here is a high speed exit. So we wouldn't want to do that big turn anyway.
Behind the Lennon aircraft line up 4820,
Do I dare looking at our schedule?
Delta, good afternoon. Do you have the traffic on final 777 inside?
I mean, we pushed 20 minutes ago. So that was 23:15. So that's already 30 minutes. I mean, we were almost an hour ahead of 45 minutes ahead of schedule, so, but we don't want to lose it.
76 maybe?
Alright. So we'll just wait behind Giant 1471.
Speedbird 9 Delta, thank you very much. Line up on right 2020. Still unreadable.
Tower Speedbird 2975, please establish runway 20.
2975, good afternoon, sir. From this moment, produce now minimum approach speed.
Minimum approach speed, 2975.
United 8317, I need you to vacate by the left, expedite.
Expediting 8317.
Alright, we are number 3 in this queue.
United 8217, ground 21755, bye.
2175 for 8317. Have a good night, thank you.
755, bye. Either 2975, expect late landing clearance.
We have heard a lot of those expect late landing clearance.
Negative, expect late landing clearance.
You're not cleared.
So expect late landing clearance, Speedbird 2975.
So, can use this. So departure is runway heading. I mean, we can follow up. You see it. Then it's basically U-turn because we need to go back northeast.
Yeah.
Few altitude constraints, so we should set that on both. I don't remember receiving an initial. Let me see if there is a climb 2 on the chart. transition here they say 4,000. We had 5,000 from the ATIS. No. Oh.
Is that the VATSIM noise?
That's the VATSIM. Did I piss off somebody?
United 3184, read 160 degrees 10 knots, 22 clear for takeoff.
20 clear for takeoff now, 0.
This taxiway's a little crooked.
Say again?
This taxiway's a little crooked.
Pneumatic 420 Papa, sir. Good afternoon. On the ground, I need you to set transponder mode Sierra.
Rapid Sierra for you.
Air Portugal 218, good afternoon. Reduce nominal approach speed.
Reduce the nominal approach speed for Air Portugal 218.
V1 is live right now.
Yeah. How does it dare going live when you are flying?
Speedbird 2975, wind 160 degrees 8 knots, 22 clear land.
Well, Mike, if you're watching, thank you for joining us.
United 3184, approach.
Who else is in here?
On to approach, bitter 94.
Cool. So yes, this is the first time I was able to get the bot. So if you have questions that you suspect might be common questions, you can use the following commands.
Runway 20 behind, Blackbird 077, Bravo 108.
Okay, I thought they would give me the list of command, but okay, yeah, it sent me a list of command. There you go. So if you go follow that list, you will have command like exclamation sim if you want to learn more about our wonderful A320 simulator, or exclamation software, learn more about the software that we're using, exclamation hardware, and things like that. Alright. You remember the hurry up and wait from WorldFlight, right?
Yeah.
It's hurry up and wait.
Portugal 218, expect late land clearance.
Alright,
clearance for Portugal 218.
I guess we can enjoy the new...
Blackbird 077, Bravo, what's the wind indication you have? And if we're going to have some time before the takeoff after the super.
So I'm not calculating anything because we were chopping 1,000 meters of it, so I'm sure we are good. Alright,
just same for the takeoff.
Let's do the after takeoff checklist below the line.
Okay.
Cabin crew has been advised, I just dinged them. Engine mode selector.
Norm.
And PAX.
On.
Wonderful. Yeah, there's a PAX on takeoff, so that's the before takeoff checklist completed below the line.
Speedbird 2975, visual ground, 765.
That's ground 121,
Is this the... That's not CPDLC, is it?
Oh, no. So you're wondering, yes, this is the screen that I'd used in the past, which is a 5-inch touchscreen.
Yeah.
And with the previous model for the A320, I could display the whole DCDU, so screen and button. And so as a touchscreen, you know, because this has no button.
Yeah.
But Scalarkey now, which is a provider of all the electronic components, has a DCDU module. So I intend to have the actual DCDU. So for the stream this year, this is actually a display of like whoever subscriber, if we get a super chat, or it will show up there.
Nice.
So that's what I'm doing. Okay, that's the Air Portugal, I suspect.
Air Portugal
Yep.
218, wind 160 degrees 10 knots, 20 clear to land.
He got clear to land, he was like 50 feet above the threshold.
I've done that on VATSIM before.
Yeah.
Scandinavian 402, hello.
I mean, it's better than going around. It got busy while I was waiting there, and GL44 was like number 2, number 3, and Qantas 25, which is a 747, got sent around.
Airspring 89
So, yeah.
1 up from return to 20. Good afternoon.
Flight number 1020, Airspring 8950. Giant 1471 is ready.
And the Mariport 20 Papa, ready to cross.
Airspring 89 32, wind 16 degrees, 8 knots, runway 20.
It's cool with these surround TVs and Microsoft.
For takeoff,
It feels like we're here.
Yeah.
All stations on the ground. Monitor tower means I will call you back. I'm aware. I will call you back. Stand by.
So we can't see it, but he clear an aircraft. So he's probably do kind of zipper, right? One takeoff from Uniform 5, one takeoff from here, but he still has to get those people landed, and that he has limited control, right? Approach give them to him, so
Yeah.
that's kind of what's dictating the pace. But they're doing a great job. I mean, it's just the amount of traffic is unrealistic.
Yeah.
Thematic 420
But
Papa, cruise to cross runway
some would
20
say
expedite.
it's part of the fun.
Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, cruise cross runway 20 expedite.
I mean, if we can get in the air 35 minutes from pushback, it would still be a victory, believe me. With single runway net, Cairo was 50 minutes.
402. Sir, you're doing 180 knots at 3 miles. That's not minimum approach speed.
Go around!
I was getting too high, so that's the reason. You want me to do a go around?
Negative. If you are able to land, it's okay, sir. I will call you. Continue approach.
It's your problem, though.
Continue approach, Canadian 402.
If you can land safely,
Airspring
8950 airport.
We're about to see it.
yeah.
Approach established. Bye-bye.
Yeah, we want to see. Do we think there's going to be some action there?
Airspring 8952, thank you for service.
Canada 402, wind 160 degrees, 10 knots, runway 0, correction 120, clear to land.
Let's see what happens there.
Canadian 402, thank you.
So, here comes Scandinavian, who was high and fast.
Pneumatic 420 Papa, continue to
Yeah, some aircraft, their landing gears, there's
like
some parts are missing texture. Yeah.
What are you using for model matching and
I'm
traffic
using a
injection?
mix of a bunch of stuff. FSL,
LTL.
FSL,
Yeah.
then some other libraries. Okay, we need to get back into the action here because he's clearing giant.
FSLTL's been good for me. I've never had it really like missing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I've updated it, and maybe I needed to copy the VMR file for VATSIM. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you have to manually.
All right,
select
let's go in sequence. We are moving, so I'll put our lights back.
Iberia 536, run up to 920 expedite.
Are you on FCU duty or is that me?
Oh, you tell me what you want.
I'll do FCU stuff.
Okay. What about the lights? You want me to do the lights?
Yeah, if you could
Okay.
do the lights, that'd be good.
Okay.
Vacating on Papa, sorry about that, it was too fast approach. Vacating the runway on Papa
next
and
one.
Yes,
right?
next.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they would tell you hold short Cat 2-3, if they have Cat 2-3 operation. So you see Speedbird is over there from the intersection and he's gonna take off.
Yeah.
Giant is already ready to take off. And then we're gonna have to wait.
That guy's popping a wheelie.
Very late.
very late.
Because now he has to, two aircrafts have to take off, right? With Giant on the runway, he can't. And
Yeah.
Giant can't take off until that guy take off, and so. Alright.
Tower from Scandinavia 402, do you want me to contact ground?
Ground 11755, bye-bye.
Ground 12175 by Scandinavia 402, thank you very much.
Putting center, so I have approach on my standby.
Contact with approach as power, bye-bye.
Goodbye,
Yeah, that guy.
24 Whiskey Foxtrot, clear cross immediately.
That guy's not landing. He's like 5 miles out, and this guy's not
Crossing
rolling.
runway 20, expedite, French Baguette 24, Whiskey Foxtrot.
Well, see.
They're gonna send him around
We'll
for
see.
sure.
There's definitely some action.
Unless they like send him really soon.
So is Speedbird just took off, right? That's the one that we see on the departure path.
I'm seeing a guy crossing down there.
Yeah, that's French Baguette. That was told cross. Alright, let's see. Come on, Giant.
Offset 1 Victor Bravo, wind 160 degrees 10 knots, 102, correction 120, clear for immediate takeoff.
What? There's one? That was not Giant, was it? Yeah, he wanted to clear Giant. That's the stress. He wanted to clear Giant, he used the call sign of the landing aircraft. Ooh, you might be right. So your money
He's
was on
rolling.
the go round.
He's rolling.
Apologies, continue approach, runway 20.
He's 2.5 out.
Ah, it's all good. Giant, they're professional.
Tower 9033 ILS 20.
Hello, sir, this is nominal approach speed.
Reduce final approach.
Okay, that's good for us. Hold on, we're gonna get a lineup. He needs to clear this guy, but then we'll probably be told to line up behind the landing traffic.
Yeah, yeah. There he is. Behind the door.
Behind the door, yeah. Not losing too much of that screen, but it is indeed behind the door. Alright. Look at this. Easy peasy.
Crosswind a little bit from the
Bravo,
left.
wind 160 degrees 8 knots, runway 20, clear land.
Right along the runway 20.
There he is. Giants.
Giant
Airborne.
1471, my apologies, contact visual approach 109 or 105, bye-bye.
See ya.
Detroit 1219 Giant 471.
You seem high.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a displaced threshold, but not displaced by much.
Yeah, he seems a good 50 feet high.
There's one on 5 mile. Come on, we can go.
Speedbird 9033, expect late landing clearance.
Copied.
Easy 63, line up on right runway 20.
Oh, he's sending the easy. Okay.
Line up and right.
So, okay.
He can only send one, so...
So we'll be after
And
this
Giant
next
was
landing.
the last one to... So they're alternating, which is
Yeah.
fair.
So we'll be behind this next guy landing, it seems like.
That's my hope. So, yeah, that's why... Until really I line up with the runway, I like to keep it in nav. Because it gives you kind of... It's a little easier to... Especially imagine if they were coming on a right
Yeah.
downwind, right?
Yeah. And this is why they build airports with multiple runways.
Well, Lisbon had two.
It looked like it was closed down and turned into a taxiway or
Yes,
something.
yes. Just to make it a little spicy for us. Alright.
Juliet Hotel Lima 44 behind the landing 777, line up on right runway 20 behind.
Line up and wait, runway 20, GL44 behind. Alright, let's go.
Oh, we're lining
Once
up?
he's behind, we need to see it
Are we
land.
behind landing traffic?
Yeah,
or?
this guy.
Oh, okay, so I'm not moving.
Well, no, I shouldn't put the light quite
Okay.
yet, but...
You had me almost going there.
No, sorry.
63, wind 160 degrees 10 knots, runway 20, clear for immediate takeoff.
Immediate takeoff, easy 63. Sorry if I missed the takeoff clearance.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so he's taking off. This is a land.
Speedbird 9033.
So
It is,
after
sir, you have
this
1
one
mile.
landing, he doesn't have to tell us. We're already
Minimum by
told.
hour
Yeah,
is
so we're lining up as
But
soon
you're
as
right.
I
Continue
We
approach.
couldn't pull. He
Okay,
said
good.
777, but now
like
I
it.
can tell.
Yeah.
But when it's 3
Yeah.
miles out,
It's just lights at that point.
and you don't have to rush it. You know, you can let it go, and
Yeah,
I mean, we don't
it's
want
gonna
to
take him a
be
while.
slow. But
So
Speedbird
Alright.
9033,
Start rolling.
work, I mean 160 degrees 10 knots, runway 20,
rolling.
clear to land.
he got his
Fireworks
clearance.
in the equivalent.
I am rolling.
He got his clearance. So we only clear to line up.
63, thank you for the cooperation. Visual approach 109 or 105, bye-bye.
119 decimal 105. Thank you very much for the ATC. Easy 60.
Happy to go 211, 108, line up on right runway 20.
Line up and wait, runway 20, Air Portugal 12.
So he's gonna load the cannon with 2 aircraft.
So someone's going off
So-
before
yeah,
us?
yeah.
I thought I was gonna call you now. 9590, clear
And
for
because he has
20.
12 miles, that is luxurious.
9590.
He has 12 miles to work with.
To get 2 planes out?
Yeah.
And Tower Delta 209 with you in the
Or
line
just
at
send them
Uniform
around.
5.
Hello, sir. Continue. Speed at a 9033 expedite, vacating ground 21755.
Okay, where's our windsock over here?
Getting ground,
Oh, good luck.
755.
I mean, he's gonna read us the wind, but
Okay.
we were told 160 at 9,
Yeah,
right?
so a little bit from the
So
left.
it's gonna weather vane into.
Yeah.
You might need a little bit of right rudder.
Yeah.
The rudder is pretty sensitive, and in 2020 until you get to 80 knots, it doesn't do anything, and then suddenly it weather vanes. But
20, clear take off.
okay, we're next.
Amazing job.
Grazie.
So once I hear takeoff, I'll start your chrono.
'Kay.
Put the lights. Make the call out. You fly the plane. Take us there.
Tower, done a 15 Delta, established runway 20, 5 miles.
Donor 15 Delta, good afternoon, reduce now, minimum approach speed.
Yeah, if you don't want to go around, because we are on the runway. Okay, that guy is off, rolling off, so I don't know what kind of spacing they're gonna put.
Xcal 211, you can switch over to approach 19105, on hold.
19105, Air Portugal 211, obrigado.
Okay, we have him on TCAS.
Chile Hotel Lima 44 with 160 degrees 13 knots, 220, clear for takeoff.
Runway 20 clear for takeoff, GL44. Alright,
Take
let's
off.
go. Take off. I started the clock, 50%, and all
Two good
the way
engines.
Toga, yeah.
Mantoga SRS runway.
Auto
nav
thrust
blue.
is blue.
Auto thrust blue.
Thrust set.
Yeah. 80 knots.
100 knots.
Checked.
Qantas 250.
Yeah, this is a high V. V1, rotate. Very nice. Just follow the flight director. You can easily pitch 15. Positive rate.
You're up.
You're up.
So on air 15 Delta, wind 150 degrees 9 knots, 120, clear land.
Runway 20, clear to land on air 15 Delta.
Juliet Hotel Lima 44, contact visual approach 119 or 105, bye-bye.
Approach 19105, obrigado, GL44.
Obrigado, break nomadic 420 Papa behind.
Gotta go. See ya.
Alright, so
Lever
lever
climb.
climb, so just make sure you have positive speed
Yeah.
trend.
I'm on MCT right now.
Oh, yeah,
Positive speed
there
vector.
you go, yeah.
Climb D10.
Thrust climb out of thrust. Perfect. Approach GL44, passing 2400.
GL44, good evening, climb 240, identified.
Climb fly level 240, GL44.
Go 211, direct VNEC.
240 is set.
Okay, flaps, do you want flaps up?
Flaps up.
Alright. Flaps up.
EV63, direct Aussie.
I'm gonna hand fly it a little bit here.
Sure.
Aussie,
I'm in.
AV63.
It's bright city down there.
Yeah.
And we'll have a second view
Delta 777, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1018.
Alright, we are in the air.
180 until 6 miles.
Only took us, what, 40 minutes?
Alright, I'm cleared to runway 20, QNH 1018, down to 4,000, Delta 777.
And Delta 777, speed 180 until 6 miles final.
180.
Alright, we pass transition altitude, so
Roger.
let's do the after takeoff checklist, landing gears, flaps,
Up.
and packs,
On.
and we can do below the line, the barrel F, it's already standard 3 times, so that's the after takeoff checklist completed, below the line.
Get the autopilot on.
Sure.
Using 2.
Yeah. Autopilot 2 is on. Well done.
Press climb. Climb nav.
169 to, yep, that will be it, but hold at taxi please, your number 4 for the approach.
So we're gonna meet all our altitude constraint on the depart?
Yeah, plus 400 at PT 701.
So for now I've put a cost index of 20, so we should climb nicely. Once we get to like 25, like flight level 250, if he clears us higher, we'll probably go 1,000 feet climb, and then once we're in cruise we can crank it up, we'll do Mach 0.81, but that's the best I can give you.
I'm gonna disarm the speed brake, if that's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we might get a direct something. Although I didn't hear it, the other guy is not on the...
Lights off?
We're passing 10, yep. Can turn the lights, I had already the nose one, and we can put the no portable electronic device sign off, so they can start using their
like a stadium.
How is that weather?
Is it
okay.
Skirting the edge of it, but it's hard to tell
let me put,
at what altitude that's at, though.
Let me tilt it up a
Does it? Oh, do you simulate that, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, simulate within the constraint. As you know, there's no API to the. But what it does is that I'm just using Active Sky for that. What's going on? Flight control right 6. You see, it happens here too. Master question clear. That's a sim thing. It happened yesterday. I forgot to look at it. Yeah, I need to increase the null zone. As you can imagine, I don't often fly from the seat, so...
I should have no problem with that.
There is a bend in the road here, so a direct pinnack would be nice, but... So we can clear that. Yeah. I mean, a real plane, that would be worrisome.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in a real fake plane, whatever we want to call it. That guy is... Was it a 737? I mean, he's climbing... He's out climbing us.
1558, descent flight level 80.
Alright. We're leaving Lisbon behind us. Our way to Dublin. Okay, so we've already cleared what I believe is the last restriction, altitude restriction, so we're good.
And that applies to everyone if you're on the hold. Detail discussion. GL44 Lisbon 132.305, and you may proceed direct. PNEC.
Lisbon 132305 direct Pinnac GL44.
That was 2 1
Direct Pinnac?
Nomadic 420 Papa, climb 240.
Yes, we clear direct Pinnac.
Executed.
Okay.
44, go ahead again with the feedback, please.
We're transferring to Lisboa. If you can confirm 132.305, and we're direct Pinnac GL44.
That's all correct. Thank you very much. Enjoy the flight. Have a nice evening.
Obrigado.
Lisbon.
What was up for net at 084?
Hey, firm. So you submitted flight level 360 for final level. You are now at 369, so report intentions.
Second?
You filed flight level 360 as your final level, and I see you now at flight level 370.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We're going back to 360. I didn't notice that.
Copy. Be advised there's the traffic behind you climbing now to flight level 380. So there should be no factor.
Only cleared us to 2-4 so far.
I need it.
Roger.
Check with him. Lisboa, good evening, GL44 passing flight level 196 for flight level 240 inbound Pinnac.
GL44, hello, radar contact level 1908, climb level 360.
Climb level 360 GL44.
360.
Alright, it's blue and we're still on first climb, perfect. I mean, we're doing 2000 vertical speed, so it's good. So for now we're gonna be over land a little bit, but then we're gonna shoot over the water. Little piece of the Atlantic Ocean.
Give us a little shortcut there.
Speedbird 9 Delta, about to leave my airspace. Monitor Unicom 122.8, bye bye.
128, Speedbird 9 Delta, cheers, good night.
Easy traffic that just landed at port. You can navigate by the left and contact port to ground 121.040.
So the center controller
Just confirm there is no traffic
is
on the
doing
runway.
arrival, landing, and ground at Porto. And that's kind of the way VATSIM works, right? If there is no control, it's top down. So
yeah.
I mean, workload permitting, with an event like that, at one point in time, you say, "Hey, I'm only taking aircraft past, flight level blah," and that's it.
Is
like
the correct UTC time there?
Say again?
That's the correct UTC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're tomorrow.
Cool.
I mean, I know I mentioned it before, but after a few hours in here, I completely lose sight and notion of which time it is here.
Yeah, yeah. It's like we're 10 minutes from top of climb.
Yeah, yesterday we had a sunrise, beautiful sunrise over Africa, and then 2 hours later I went to bed and it was 2 in the morning. Go figure out.
360 is our final?
Yes, that's what we filed.
Okay.
Alright, I don't see any cloud or moisture or anything that would.
Does it just assumes a straight path if there's discontinuity for the time estimates?
No, I don't know how it handles it.
Okay.
Because sometimes some arrival end up with a vector, and then it goes forever, and so it must know in some way. Is that the last waypoint on our
Sutex? Yeah, last time I checked it was. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we'll have time in cruise to talk a little bit about our arrival into Dublin. I'll plan to do a first fuel check at Pinnac, so I'm expecting we have consumed more fuel with our engines on.
Yeah.
On the ground, we've got a little bit of a shortcut, but will it be enough to compensate?
Yeah, we got a good 2 hours before we get to the destination.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for joining me.
Yeah.
It's always fun to fly with two people.
Just trying to give myself an idea for what I'm in for here.
Yeah. Dublin has 2 parallel runways, at least in the configuration there'll be. So I'm expecting us
Hope
to
the
land 10.
congestion there.
Yeah, they're landing to the east, which Europe is mostly to the west, but the 10 left for landing, 10 right. We'll pick up the ATIS. Okay, you see, now we're down to 1,000. If you're okay with it, I'll put it at 1,000 vertical speed. So I know our speed is gonna droop a little bit behind.
3184, we should be good now.
Below the.
Does it just not handle the capture that well? Is that why?
Well, I don't want to. I'm willing to trade. It's always a trade-off, right? Climb rate and ground speed. So I mean, we could do 2,000, but
you're just trying to help us get there quicker.
Yeah,
okay,
I'd rather get an altitude quicker.
Yeah.
And then crank it up to Mach 8 or something like that. Take 1. And I know between 260 and 29, I think there is a efficiency feature of those large turbofan engine. So most of the thrust come from the fan, but for that to give you thrust, you need somewhat dense air. Once you get higher in altitude, it's kind of the traditional jet engine. And in between, there's, I don't know if it's how realistic it is or not. I know there is a dip in those flight level where the engine loses, at least the CFM56 loses a little bit of its oomph. So I'm kind of trying to help it.
Yeah.
So you see, but we're not. I mean, we can keep an eye on the ground speed. We're already doing 450 or 460, so I'm happy with that. So we have half a black screen with the. We don't see much more. I mean, on your side, you can see the lights of various cities. That was something that was really cool yesterday, coming in, but especially coming out and going south from Cairo. You can see the huge city and the light, but then you can see the Nile. I mean, you don't see the river, but you see just the lights. Yeah. I wonder what percentage of Egyptians live within, 25 miles of the Nile, right? It's like.
I mean, probably 70% of Egypt's population lives in Cairo.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you have few other cities, but large cities.
Ryanair 7673, did you call?
Alright, so this would probably be the bottom of it. I think our speed is gonna start creeping back up.
But judging by the feel of this, I'm really happy with my wind wing.
Good.
CU. I mean, this feels nice too, but
sure.
It for $100, the quality is impressive.
David yesterday was saying the same thing.
Yeah, and
the price point. Yeah. So you see now that we're getting to the Mach number. What's our Mach number here? 0.78. So yeah, you would expect that the climb rate would just decrease until you reach altitude, on those flight level, right, 300 and above. But it actually dips in before, and then it comes back up. Then obviously it's gonna, asymptotically go. I think flight level 390 is the highest certified for the A320.
Nomadic 420 Papa, climb level 260.
260, Nomadic 420 Papa.
There's some business jets that fly up.
Oh yeah, 41, 45. Yeah,
I've seen over 50.
Oh, really? Okay, that's
some of the newer business
high.
jets, I think.
184 leaving my airspace. Monitor Unicom 123.8.
22.8. United 0 quick.
Blackbird 77 Bravo, same for you. Unicom 123.8.
Over to Unicom, Blackbird 277 Bravo. Overnight, thank you for being here.
My map is centered around Nairobi, where we landed yesterday. Uh-oh, I don't know if the network is joking. I hope not. Alright, so you see now the speed is actually higher than what is targeted, so we can go back to that actually, not level off.
360 Shamrock 2 Kilo Lima.
Was speed not on thrust?
It should have been.
Because we had managed speed.
Yes, but once you get once I try, it couldn't match, right? It's trying, but if you are on VS,
okay.
it prioritizes VS.
Oh yeah.
It overshot it a little
but
bit.
It pitches for VS, and speed was still on thrust, though, right?
But
I guess
I don't know what
maybe
it
we're
indicated.
limited on the climb N1 or something.
Yeah, so it's on the Mach. It's just targeting the Mach number, but if you can't meet it, that's one thing. You know, you could be this in climb. It's not really an issue. When you descend approach, you can. Oh, I want 1500 or 2000 down, and you want to slow down, and you're in selected speed. You can slow down to 140. At 2,000 feet, it's not going to slow down, and it's not going to be able to. It's going to go thrust idle. That's the best it can do.
Yeah, without the speed
but
brake.
it's going to prioritize the 2,000. So okay, the actual display is Mach, and now we're back to thrust climb. So I guess, well, so we're past midnight local time. Because that's UTC. Continental Europe is UTC +1, so it's already past 1 AM for them. So we might not get any controller for a little while. And as soon as I said that, I think a controller popped up. Shanwick Oceanic. Uh-oh.
Ryanair 7673 identified, climb flight level 230.
Don't think we'll have to do position report, but who knows?
Get a runway change or something. It says not used for 10 left.
The weather might. I mean, we'll see. They might still keep that.
Nomadic 420 Papa, climb level 300.
300, 420 Papa.
This is 569 Jet 569 radar.
Let's see if we can pick up the ATIS for Dublin.
400 is at taxi 9.
Lisbon, good evening. With 6 Charlie Tango. Driver passing flight level 242 for flight level 280 pinning.
Speedbird 6.
Okay, I mean we'll have to update it. Oh, they changed it. Yeah, 28 left and 28 right.
We are cleared up
Alright.
flight level 280.
So they were doing the 10 when I planned. The weather has changed enough.
The previous controller.
Okay, I'll have to get back to him because he's only cleared to level 240. For now, maintain level 250.
The very best we can give you is flight level 255.
Copy, 255.
255,
Okay.
Speedbird, Charlie Tango.
Lisbon Radio for 324, Whiskey Foxtrot, passing 220 for 240 inbound, Pinnac.
Yeah, let me know if you want to take a break. I can mute you. Can switch the view if you need to leave the car. I think it's been pretty smooth. Let's turn off the seatbelt sign. Alright, almost to our... Where was our top of climb? It was supposed to be 49 away from Pinnac, and we're 70, so the shortcut helped us.
Giant 1471 leaving airspace, monitoring Ecom 122, decimal 8. EG63 about to leave my airspace. Monitor Unicom 122.8.
Monitor Unicom 122.8. Many thanks and see ya.
So after a while we will get used to the call sign of the aircraft around us because everybody's in the same route pretty much. So Giant took off right from the same intersection as we did. So he got transferred to Unicom. Then I think it's an easy jet, and then us. So anytime I hear those call sign, I kind of know that we're gonna get a similar instruction. Alright, Mac, I'll start, so leveling off. Flight level 360.
With the bindings on my WinWing SU, I've gone through the trouble of like binding a physical slider on one of my controls to like control the backlight brightness.
Oh, cool. Yeah, why not? Alright, as we're lining up, leveling off, I say we go hyperspeed, which is not much.
Do it that way rather than the CI?
I don't even know if it will let you, I mean, what does it do if you put 999 in there?
I think... I don't... Will Airbus take a 3-digit?
I think so.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to do anything.
Oh, we'd burn too much fuel.
Yeah. I'm a little... 0.97, you can't do that, so I'm not sure. Try 99.
Almost breaking the speed.
Yeah, try 99. So that's 0.8. So yeah, I guess only 150. I think it's standard across the entire Airbus product line. So the A350 can do more than 0.81. So yeah, we could do it that way if you want. If you,
you know, lose 0.01 Mach, but whatever. I mean, you want to manage it back up?
That's fine. That's fine. It's probably safer to have at least a little bit of a buffer to the barber pole. So. Yeah. Why does it think we're gonna run out of fuel?
And it's orange. It didn't give us that message. I don't think.
So alternate. It shouldn't be because we only need 2.4, right? Minimum destination fuel off board is your alternate plus your final, and it's predicting 5.5. Yeah, well, we try 999. No, we know. Don't try that at home, kids. It still says we have 92 minutes of extra time, so... And more importantly, we still have...
also cheat and add a little...
No, no in-flight refueling.
One time I did that and it glitched out at 0 before it went to the value I was trying to set, and my engine shut off.
Oh. Oopsie. Well, hopefully you were at flight level or something like that.
Yeah, I had plenty of time to restart it.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that. He's clearing people direct at VAT, but they don't want to go there. Which is surprising. I would love to go there. It's not much of it.
Alitalia 9590, radar contact level 184, climb level 360.
High 360, Alitalia 9590. Up to there.
French baguette 24, Whiskey Foxtrot, climb level 340.
Climb flight level 340, French baguette 24, Whiskey Foxtrot.
Nomadic 420, Papa, proceed direct at VAT.
Direct at VAT, thank you very much for the shortcut.
Weird, I don't see us on the VATSIM radar map anymore, but my regular map I see still all the traffic and the controller and...
What app is that?
It comes with ProSim, but it basically is the same software as an app called FS Flight Control, which is like a instructor operating station. You know, you can set up situation for landing, final, you can control the weather and things. So I was already using it with the GL software, and it just happens that that's also what ProSim uses. It's his own kind of reskin, you know, version, but it's the same functionality. So it's a little bit like MS-DOS 1980 kind of look and feel, but it works well. So can't complain. Okay, so we're coming on Pinnack. We still have 20 miles. So that will be roughly 30 minutes into the flight.
Not a factor. Roger, we have the traffic inside Sharma 4 Lima.
Lisbon Control, good evening, Qantas 6024 Heavy, climate apply level 240.
Okay, so Pinnack, we were supposed to reach Pinnack after 32 minutes. So right now we're showing 0026, so that's 3 minutes from now, plus 29, so yeah, it's gonna be right on the money.
Actually, climb final level 382.
Continue climbing flight level 380 from base 2 for Whiskey Foxtrot, thank you.
Steep at 6 Charlie Tango.
6 Charlie Tango, go ahead.
Isn't a flight level 430 available this evening?
430? Who's flexing on the frequency? It's up in our SR-71 and...
6 Charlie Tango, A firm.
Request final level to be flight level 430, that's
wow.
Roger, climb for now, flight level 350 now, standard to give you higher later.
Roger, climb now, flight level 350, and we will expect higher later, speed at 6 Charlie Tango.
See you later. Okay. So we should be transferred to either the next controller, most likely Unicom. Then we'll have a little more time to chit chat. What are we showing? 212, so almost an hour 50-ish to get there, and that's without an arrival. Alright, we'll call it Pinnack at 30, well, let's round it up, 31 minutes into the flight, so we are, compared to our flight plan, 1 minute in advance. Fuel on board, round it down, so 9.5 ton. What's that?
Turning. Kinda
yes.
Me a little bit.
And then fuel use is 2, that I round up, so 2.1. So, reload more fuel. Estimated fuel on board. So no, overall we have used, we have a delta of 300, a positive delta, 300 kg. Oh, that's still your, yeah, right, master caution, clear.
211, we remain on your frequency.
There are failures with ProSim, but I'm not I'm not planning on anything. I don't have random one.
JHL 44 for leaving my airspace. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Bye-bye.
Over to Unicom 122.8. Thanks for the service. Obrigado, GL44.
I thought they had like all those special CTAP frequencies now.
That's in the US.
Oh, okay.
Flight level 150, climbing 240.
Delta 209.
Alright, let's go to Unicom. It might be a little quieter. Okay. So, we're still over the coast of Spain now. We just left Portugal, I think. But then we're gonna head over the water. There's no ETOPS requirement. We're never gonna be more than 60 minutes away from suitable landing.
Supposedly we're 120 minutes.
ETOPS, that's right. And if we need, we can replace the sticker. So I was able to plan all the flights with 120 ETOPS. So. And I was surprised we had to use that for a flight in Australia, Adelaide to Perth. And yes, you're over the water, but Australia is right there. We're maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes from the coast, but there's no airport, so it's like no suitable airport.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's it's different down there. It's different. Okay. So we still need to be careful if a controller comes online, but for now we are on Unicom. So what would be a good airport to use for diversion here? LEST probably. So Rosalia de Castro, so that's Santiago. What kind of runway they have down there? 10,400 feet. So yeah, I like that. So if it comes to it, I say we go to LEST instead of back to Lisbon, which is already more than 200 nautical miles, where LEST is only 40 miles from here. And then when we come on the other side of our little swim across the Bay of Biscay or Atlantic, or then the Channel, we can use Shannon, right? So let's do that. We time point between LEST and N. There we go, and we're gonna use the current. The wind is not too bad. Actually, the average wind component should be positive, if I trust SimBrave. Alright, so this is now our ETP. By default, the plane uses our departure and arrival airport to calculate an equitime point. But here, because we're gonna be over the water, I want to use an airport along our route before we get over the water, and then an airport over or close to the water once we get there. Oh yeah, it's not going to display here, but looking at the chart, Shannon is a little bit closer than Dublin. So what does that look like? Okay, a good 320 miles. So yeah, we see it here. Kind of before Gelpo. Okay. Well, here we are.
Hour and 20 minutes before top descent.
Yeah. Do you want to do the chit chat? Do you want to plan the arrival? What do you want to do? You want to drink? You want to use the first class lavatory? Get some
most
hot
pretty good.
nuts.
So if we plan the arrival, we're kind of just guessing at this point, right?
Yeah.
I guess we can.
Well, one thing I like to do is use the fixed info.
Just get like a.
And we could use, by JBEX, we want to make sure we put our head in the game. So that Juliet Alpha Bravo Echo X-Ray. And so the way I kind of make a note to self is I throw in kind of a radius around it. So
does that just populate on your screen, or is it on mine too?
Well, let's check. So because it's so far away, even if you go to 320, I mean, we can barely see our ETP now.
Plan and cycle through it, or does it pop up on there too?
So try that. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool.
I mean, right now it looks small, but you know, once we're gonna get there,
and what's that for?
It's a note to self. It's just, hey, by JBEX, we should start really planning. I mean, and we can use the flight plan too to know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's kind of 1 hour in advance from our landing. So I don't want to. So what's the time from JBEX? Yeah, 1:28. JBEX is like 50 minutes before landing. So I just want to make sure that, hey, I do that for fuel check, I do that for, you know, note to self, so when I see around a waypoint a range ring, I'm like, what did I want to do there? I've still missed them, but... So what is new with your sim? You were talking about the wind wing.
Just trying to order that EFIS for the for the wind wing, the left side.
Were you able to?
What's that?
Were you able to? Or is it still?
Pre-orders were supposed to start today, but I didn't hear
Oh
anything
wow,
about
really?
It. But it's like $90 for the EFIS.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Good deal.
Yep.
But other than that, just I think my go-to planes are the PMDG 73 and the TBM from Black Square.
Cool.
I think V1 flew the RJ today.
Okay, did it just release?
It's just like a preview.
Oh, okay, you got the special streamer treatment.
Probably in like 2 weeks or so it'll be.
Yeah, I remember somebody mentioned.
But it's cool because
that was
like
a fun plane in
VNAV
P3D. Yeah, that and the Q400 are probably planes that I flew a lot. I kind of slowly but certainly worked my way up in terms of planes. It wasn't really intended, but way back when, like the C90, it's one of the first, dual engine plane I flew a lot, and then a twin engine, then the Avro, RJ, BAE, that family was a lot of fun. Fly that. Then a PMDG 737, little bit of 777. I mean, this is actually, come to think about it, a little bit crazy, but I've been simming for like 30 years, and I don't think I ever had a payware Airbus in my collection. And here I am. Here we are. So
is this based does this use like fly-by-wire or like the default 320, or is it like
no, this is ProSim. This is ProSim.
So it doesn't like the model and stuff like that.
Everything is external.
Oh, okay. So ProSim's doing the model too and everything.
By model, you mean which part? The system modeling, the 3D modeling.
The 3D model, the external.
Yeah. The 3D model. It's a ProSim model.
Oh, okay.
Which is a little unfortunate because that means you don't have access to all the liveries that you would get if you were, like the Phoenix or the. But obviously that's not where their focus is, right? So, yeah, everything. So all these instruments run from separate network computers. So only the visuals are driven by Microsoft 2020 on one dedicated computer, which is now 3 years old. So it's still quote unquote old RTX 3090. So. And I don't know if that's one thing I would be curious to investigate at one point in time, but I don't know if frame generation works across 3 screens. I don't think it does. Because I know Fly Elise has some special software, special sauce. Maybe that's because of their warping, which I'm not using. Here it's just standard.
Because with the 3090 you have to use like the frame gen mod.
And I tried, but it seemed to... So I had issues, but then when I looked at it, it seemed like it was working on the center screen, but not on the other ones where it was like frame degeneration. It seemed like I got one frame out of two and not, two for the price of one. I was really, I didn't spend too much time. One benefit here is that from a cockpit view, you don't spend time panning around and all that. So and the plane, it's not a fighter jet, right?
Yeah,
so the plane
low
is
frame
not.
rate is not that noticeable.
Yeah, it's 30 frames per second, but yeah. I try to get that.
I'm super picky about it.
I know.
I'm
know.
always like panning around, like looking at instruments
yeah,
and stuff. Because I don't have all
yeah,
this stuff.
Yeah. So I still get a little stutter here and there. I was a little worried because when I loaded, the scenery was the new MK Studios Lisbon scenery, and the frame was it was hard on the frame, but I never know. I loaded the scenery, how many model from VATSIM loaded, there was that too. But I think on the ground, you were the one driving the bus.
Yeah.
It seemed okay.
It was alright. It was noticeably low, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, on my computer I'm only running one screen at 1080p.
Sure. Oh, gee.
Like up in the air, I'll be at 130 plus.
Okay.
And then on the ground, I'll never dip below 60, even like
at
a congested big airport. And then usually at a big airport, it's like 90 plus on the ground.
That's cool. Yeah, no, here on 4K TV, that's...
Are you running 1080 on the resolution? Or?
No, I'm running 2K. So, well, the TVs are 4K, but the sim is running 2K. So 3 times 2K.
Oh, each screen is 2K.
Yeah. And it's really linear, right? It's like... So you need 90 to do 3 screen at 30, basically.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
And then like 4K compared to 1080, that's 4 times the pixels.
So, only 4. Because 4K, what is 4K? Isn't it 39 something? It's not 4000 quite, right? It's an insane amount. I've tried it, and honestly, I think at the end the settings that I have to use in 2020 are what kind of throttle the resolution and the details on the screen. And I've not seen a notice, because I can use just one view, right, and do tests with that. And honestly, between 2K and 4K, I haven't seen. I don't know. I've not been able to really appreciate a huge difference.
Does 1080 is 1080 like noticeably like not look as good?
Yeah, on the 75 inch, and we're kind of close, right? Yeah. So it's that I think.
Are you using any
noticeable
DLSS and stuff like that? Or?
I tried. No, not right now. I tried to keep the sim kind of vanilla, because I like for it to work when I boot it.
Yeah.
Even if I might have to do the little update here and there, but this is the only plane I fly in it, and all I have pretty much is sceneries. I don't try to add too much. So
well, DLSS should be a built-in like setting for the graphics.
Yeah, but don't you have to update? Yes, but then doesn't Microsoft still use an old DLSS? And then you can get
I don't get into all that stuff.
Okay.
Like I tried updating the DLSS file one time and noticed no difference at all.
Yeah.
Like, people get into all these like.
I know. Well, then you go in the BIOS and you can tweak the voltage to your Core 27 on your CPU, and then it's like.
There's all these mods that come out, and I'm like, I see these people like, like this new mod. I'm gonna try this new mod. I'm like, have fun with your bugs.
Yeah,
have fun not knowing why your sim won't work one day.
Yep. Well, that's why I have to say, before this I was using P3D, and I would have half a dozen to a dozen crash a year. And sometimes by period, higher density period of crashes, no reason why, then stable for 3 months, and here, knock on wood, 2020, partially because I joined the bandwagon, only a year ago, or not even, and it had matured quite a bit. I've been using 2020 since day one on my GA sim, flying my little Cirrus, but and there I've seen a little especially in the early days. But here, I have to say, it has been really good. So, yeah, I'm not gonna install 2024 day one. That's for sure. Not on this machine. All right. Well, we are over the water. I see those little airport, including LEST, disappearing behind us.
I know you don't do much of it, but 2024 is going to be pretty awesome for bush flying.
Oh yeah. Well, I like the. I mean, I fly every Saturday morning with a group of friends for many years, and we do GA flights and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, not only GA, but I think a lot of us fly bigger planes, and it's much more convivial or friendly. You know, when you fly together and you can do little formation here and there and land and see others instead of flying the big tube liners. So I like that.
Because like the scenery just looks like when you get down on the ground in a random place, it looks so much better in 2024.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it's very promising. So yeah. No, I'm certainly curious, and I'm sure I'll have it on the GA.
Yeah.
Sim first, and then when I feel comfortable, I mean, it's probably coming here too. Curious to see what the reality, not the promises or the rumors, but the reality would be in terms of using what is available for 2020 and using it in 2024.
Because supposedly it doesn't.
I know
most things don't require any developer action for it to be compatible, but there's probably gonna be bugs here and there.
Well, I've been in the software industry long enough to know that.
Yeah.
The theory. I mean, for me, it's like changes. I think there's probably millions of new users to 2020 who have never gone through the transition from one sim version to another. You know, whereas the people I fly with, be it on X-Plane, FSX, you know, and before that, P3D, there are some version changes where the change were not substantial, and shortly after release, you could use pretty much everything. Then there was the famous or infamous, 32-bit to 64-bit transition. Sceneries were fine, but anything that had to run code, so aircraft and other module for weather, things like that took a while. So I'm using that scale to figure out where 2024 will fall. And so I suspect the sceneries, yes. Some plane, I'm curious.
There'll probably be a 2-month period where there's lots of bugs and instability.
Well, there's that part too, right?
To figure out compatibility, but I'm thinking like after the first 2 months or so, pretty much everything's probably going to work.
Yeah, well,
because like it's not going to be like 2020 where we were waiting for years to get decent airplanes, you know.
Sure. I'm still a little jaded by. I mean, what do they call themselves? They're barely in alpha, and they're supposed to release in a few weeks. I mean, I think it's not going to be as rough as 2020, but I think it's going to be rough for a few months.
Yeah.
The sim itself, even flying the default things. So.
Like, yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. I'm
just going to hang back and watch people's, crashes.
Have fun. Well, the benefit here is that depending on how adventurous you feel, from person to person or just from day to day, right? You could try it and still have 2020 running nicely. And
my question is, can I have a shared community folder between the two sims? Or
I
do
think
I have
that
to
has
install
been answered. They're two totally separate community folders.
I have to install them twice, or I could have like a linker to link to both or something, and have it installed in one place possibly.
Yes.
Add-on.
Yes. Yeah. Well, or basically, a low-level. How do we call that? Yeah, I know the product or the tool is called add-on linker, but symbolic links.
Yeah.
That's what you would need at the OS level. All right, so
I've already got about 300 gigs of add-ons.
I know. All right, so how are we doing here? Let's do a little situational awareness check. I mean, we're in a plane. We're in an A320. That much we know. but just to give you the big picture here. Let's go to this overall map that shows the Congo line. Some of our friends are already making landfall in Ireland, lucky them. Some of them are still on the ground in Lisbon, so that's interesting. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. I know FO Crafty has been doing a fantastic job there. So, no, it was a while ago, but Luke Van Hart was asking no ATC. The ATC will come online as we get closer. The way the VATSIM ATC team works with the WorldFlight event is that they try to staff ATC position based on the schedule and plus or minus 1 hour delta. So you don't want to run too much in front, and you certainly don't want to run fall too far behind. So here we're in a little gap of ATC coverage, but if anything we would be checking in and checking out. It's not like they would do much. At this stage they're letting everybody fly at whatever speed, ideally the speed you have filed, and also they don't worry too much about sequencing quite yet, but as we get closer, that's something that we will notice is some aircraft get kind of bunched together, and they're gonna start sequencing because it's not like we can cut our speed in half, right? I mean, at those flight level, speed range is somewhat limited, so we can slow down. Most people are already going fast, so not too many people can accelerate. And it takes easily 100 or plus track miles to put decent separation. So ideally they'll play with the speed first to properly separate incoming or arrival traffic. If that doesn't work, then we might get vectors, right, for sequencing. And worst case we get a hold, but so far we haven't been in a hold, so hopefully I didn't jinx it. Okay, we'll do a fuel check here in a minute at ADVAT. We don't have too many waypoints, so I'll use this one. Usually I try to do them like 30 minutes apart, so this is going to be a little less, but might as well. I know I have the failures off, but fuel leak is one of the possible failures, so I want to get in the habit of making sure I catch it early enough, especially here that start to get deeper and deeper over the water. So alright, what are we looking at? We're looking at 56 minutes into the flight, approaching ADVAT. So we were scheduled here at 57 minutes, so we're still keeping a 1 minute, that's probably what the shortcut gave us. Fuel on board 8.3 and fuel use 3.3. Okay, so now our delta, which was 300k, is down to 100k, but it's still positive. So that's really what I keep track of. It's the delta over time, and because I'm rounding and I'm rounding up and down two different numbers, it can fluctuate quite a bit, but yeah. We'll see. Alright, now that that is out of the way, I don't remember, I know that part I remember. Let me correct myself. I know you came last year and helped me with some flights. I don't remember if I gave you the quiz last year.
The quiz? I don't think so.
Oh, believe me, you would remember. No. No, it's barely a quiz, but one thing that I started to do last year was to print a list of all the airports that WorldFlight, the route visits this year. So not just for us here, but the team. So there's 42 airports, And I thought it would be cool if you can look at that list and just mark the ones you have visited in real life and the ones you have visited in the sim. And there should be a pen next to the if you don't. Okay, you have 30 seconds. No.
Like
unfortunately, you don't have a table. Do you want to?
Oh yeah.
If you want, this should probably help you. Watch out because it can fly away, but that should help you. Yeah, that's one. That's why we have an in-app sticker on that table. Maybe one day. I know I said the same thing. Last year, but maybe one day we'll have a tray table on the other side. And I know I just listed the cities, so you can be like Tokyo. I mean, whatever, Haneda, Narita, wherever, it's fine.
Same country? Is that?
Well, no, the city. Something that would be considered as one of the, Tokyo airports.
Oh,
but sometimes you have a domestic airport and a international airport, right? So. Okay, so my little view of the stream here fell behind. I'm not sure why. But we're cruising happily along. Not gonna go to external view because there's nothing to see. I mean, we could change the time of the day, but we don't. We don't do that here. We don't. And then chat, if you have questions, feel free to pipe in. Make sure keep an eye on that. Do my best to answer them. Physics will certainly help me too. All right. So I'm assuming that you have been to more in the sim than in real life, which is pretty common, right?
Yes.
That's one of the beauty of the sim. So looks like you're heavily U.S. centered. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what kind of route do you like to fly?
In the sim?
Yeah, in the sim or in real life. So you have eight airports, but hopefully being here today will encourage you to maybe look at some other destination for a change. But that
I like
that is up to you.
Like a short route in the sim, like maybe 30 minutes at cruise, and usually something with terrain that makes it interesting.
Okay. So yeah, you're a big South American fan, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I know I said U.S. I should have said, Americas.
Yeah.
So tell us about your adventures in Colombia and other lovely places. You kind of encouraged me, plus V1, to go fly in Colombia, Brazil.
Yeah.
It's just not something that was necessarily high on my list, but I have to say I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, in the sim there's tons of cool airports in Colombia in Peru to fly in with the terrain that makes it interesting.
Yep.
But I think the coolest airport I've flown into in real life as a passenger, not as a pilot, is probably Cusco in Peru.
Sure, and you had video of that, if I remember.
Yeah. It's up at airport elevation is 11,000 feet.
Cool. Yeah, it's not every day that you land above 10,000.
Yeah.
So. Any particular memories in the sim too? Some memorable flights?
Cusco is cool in the sim. There's like a visual circling approach, where you basically just hand fly it from a VOR, and you have to circle visually. It's pretty interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd have to say my favorite airport to fly into in the sim would be Medellin Airport.
Yeah. So the old one.
Yeah, the old one in the heart of the city. You have to like circle.
Yep.
And there's like a hill right before the threshold of the runway.
Did we do that one together or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we did the super short one.
Yeah, I think it's Manizales.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a fun one. That's a fun one too.
I mean, we try to, or personally, I'm not gonna say for you necessarily, but I try. On some days, I want to be kind of on the high end of the realistic as far as my knowledge, goes. But some days, clearly, it's like, no, I just want to go fly.
Yeah.
I want a 4,000 feet runway and see what happens, and so that's another benefit of the hobby. Obviously, we can so many places, so many different aircraft, and I mean, I fly exclusively fixed wing, but then you can fly helicopters, you can fly, there's gliders, hot air balloon now. So we probably still have a little bit here on Unicom. I might use that as an opportunity to go grab some grapes and stuff like that. Do you want something to mulch on? Little apple bits or
maybe.
something, chips? I mean, with donuts. Crafty was offering donuts. It's gonna be hard to compete with donuts, I guess.
Well, I don't know. Fruit sounds a little better.
Okay. So you want to mix, or you want to stick and be a good boy and stay with the fruit? Oh.
Yeah.
Fruits.
Yeah, probably just fruits.
Okay.
I guess you want me to stay here and monitor.
Based on the on your landing, we'll decide if get a donut or not.
Yeah.
All right. If you can monitor the frequency, right? You're on the frequency.
Yeah.
So you're good. I mean, we're just on Unicom for now.
My transmit.
I've already. Yeah. The gun.
Plus, I got this radio switch too, I guess.
Yeah. So as long as this is pressed, this is the. Yeah. This one I haven't implemented yet.
Oh, okay.
So, thanks for reminding me. So let me hop out real quick. We'll go to the map, and then I'm leaving you in good company with Vizix here. And I'll take a quick break and be back with some fruit. So grape, a mix maybe, or we'll see what we have. Be right back. Oh shoot, that's not good. Noob mistake. Welcome back. We just passed our ETP. So we are pretty much committed to go to the coast of Ireland now, so... Interesting change of local culture, I'm sure, between Portugal and Ireland. So I'm gonna get us a new, the latest ATIS. I'll let Vizix, who's muted, finish. Take your time, no rush. Little food snack. Then we'll start looking into our arrival into Dublin. Let's request the ATIS. That was our departure ATIS. We won't need that anymore. Here we go. Boom, received message. Okay, information Alpha 2330. So that was that the old one? I wonder if that was the old one. Not sure the request went through. Maybe they don't have a digital ATIS? That would be surprising. There we go. Not sure what I did. So, information Charlie is current in Dublin. Make a note of that quickly. Sure will change by the time we get there. 0030, so 45 minutes old. Approach type ILS, landing runway 28 left. Takeoff runway 28 right, parallel runway operation in use, landing traffic plan to vacate taxiway S5. Okay. Transition level, flight level 60. Wind is 150 at 4, visibility 10k, scatter clouds 1200, broken 3000, temperature 10, dew point 7, QNH 1021. Taxiway Alpha is closed, taxiway Echo 2 is closed. Advise if enabled, takeoff runway 28 right. Okay. In the real world, we would have gotten the full-blown NOTAM to read, which you can get from SimBrief, but important points are in the ATIS. Okay, I'm expecting a ping from the controller in the next 5 minutes, so I'm gonna make sure I put the right frequency in there. And he's starting to vector aircraft in front of us for sequencing. Why can't I see Shannon? Well, there's 2 controllers, so we're gonna get 135, either 135 23 or 127 13. I'd put 13. Yeah, I have an old frequency here, so 13523. Once he pings us, we'll know exactly which frequency we need to call. So I hit, well, right on cue. Mr. Controller, how are you? Oop. Shannon South. Uh, 13523, so my guess was right.
Nomadic 420 Papa, flight level 410, CPDOC.
Nomadic 420 Papa, Shannon Control, thank you. Expect CTEX 4 Lima, arrival runway 28 left.
28 left, CTEX, can you say again, CTEX?
CTEX 4 Lima, arrival.
CTEX 4 Lima, arrival for 28 left. Thank you very much, Nomadic 420 Papa.
And Nomadic 420 Papa, the CPDLC if you need it's Echo and DS Sierra Sierra.
Yeah, we just sent the message for you right now.
Thank you.
Shannon Control, very good early morning to you. GL44 flight level 360 overhead Galpo.
GL44 Shannon Control, thank you. Identified. Expect CTEX 4 Lima, arrival runway 28 left.
We'll expect the Sutex 4 Lima arrival for runway 28 left, GL44. Alright. Okay, I mean it's up to you. You have the luxury of having a parachute. We can jump anytime.
Dublin,
let me know when you want to get back on the mic, if you're cool with that.
299.
Okay. So we can we got an arrival here. Unfortunately, when I printed my charts, they were still landing the other way, so the star and the ILS is not gonna do us any good, but I have the airport charts. So we're doing ILS 28 left. There you go. And the Sutex 4 Lima. I'll put that in Navigraph also.
Sute 4.
Yeah,
4
yeah,
Lima?
yeah. It's always 5 letter, but only 4 plus
yeah.
the numbers when you get it.
Cool. Do we have a VIA for the approach?
Let me look.
GL44, continue your present heading. I'll have you back direct shortly.
Continue present heading, GL44. Let me look here real quick once I put the ILS in there. So Sutex is kind of coming from the southwest, downwind, and like almost an arc. So pizza? Pizza? Yeah. Is the
okay.
Decimal 86 for Nomadic 420 Papa.
Nomadic 420 Papa, reduce to Mach decimal 8-3 for now.
Gonna insert that.
8-3, we're gonna reduce Nomadic 420 Papa.
Sounds good. And then
GL44, report your Mach number.
we're doing Mach 0.8 for now, GL44.
That's fine. Maintain Mach decimal 80, please.
Maintaining Mach decimal 8, GL44.
Got it pulled?
Yeah. I mean, we were right there, but
yeah,
it's safe for this, or it's, yeah.
Are you sure about Pisa? It looks like that comes in from the opposite direction.
Yeah, but because it sends you...
Oh, okay.
It's one of these... Don't they do that in Colombia and some other place?
It's like a VOR arc or something, or?
Well, I think it's a sequencing thing. I mean, it's an RNAV, probably, Sutex.
Okay. It was probably based on an old VOR arc or something.
I think the main reason is for sequencing. Because they can then tell you to cut. They bring you lower and they tell you to cut.
Yeah.
Whereas if there is a lot of traffic, they can sequence a little easier this way without sending you, you know, way downwind or...
Yeah, well, it's centered over the water, so there's no VOR to arc around.
Okay. So what's up with taxiway Alpha and Echo 2? So we're coming in 28 left. So it's gonna be a vacate right, ideally by CR5, which is the first high-speed exit.
Shannon, good evening. Sleep at 6
And then all the way back here, Alpha, oh, okay. So if Alpha is closed, they'll probably send us Whiskey 1 or Whiskey 2.
For Lima, arrival runway 28 left.
And then Echo 2 is closed as well, that's on the other side. Alright, we'll see when we get down there. So you want to go over the store?
Blackbird 077 Bravo London. Oh, sorry, correction, Shannon.
Go ahead, Shannon, Blackbird 077. I just saw your message.
Okay, thanks.
So we're gonna be vector back en route or something like that. We were supposed to arrive Sutex, which has altitude constrained at or below flight level 230. So let's make sure we have that in there. You want to look at those while I'm
yeah.
reading them to you? So Sutex should be minus FL230, so yep, that's good. Then the Rome Kapor, Arvok. The next constraint is a hard constraint, flight level 70 at Sorin, max 220.
14 Juliet, contact
confirmed.
Control 127.130.
Over to Shannon Control, 127, 130. Great, services with Lucina.
Okay, I'm anticipating the frequency if I can, so that's what I'm taking.
GL44, thank you for your help. Resume our navigation now, direct to Sutex.
Resume on navigation, direct Sutex, GL44.
I'll go direct there. Oh. Sutex?
Yeah, I'll make sure we like it before... Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, go manage. Oh, he already did it. Okay.
Alright, we're turning inbound Sutex, so that's the first waypoint. Okay, perfect. That will help us also predict our required descent and all that good stuff. Let me clear up the fix that I had created so that doesn't get in the way. Okay, and then let's go back to a review. So we were at Sorin, max 220, flight level 70.
Confirmed.
And then we will stay to 70, max 220 at Sivna. I mean, it's basically flight level 70, max 220 for a while. I wouldn't worry about the speed constraint not being met, honestly. Okay, the key is Pisa. Is max 220. And at or above 3000 at Pisa. Yeah, good. But let's see then where the ILS takes us, because there's tendency of these being turned into... so do we have... yeah, then Pisa is a hard 3000 on the ILS. So we should change that.
David 6 Charlie Tango, climb flight level 3900.
Climb flight level 390,
in any case, it's probably a good idea, because they keep us high and fast here.
So 3000 hard at Pisa?
Yep. And then Lapmo also at 3000.
Too steep path.
Yeah,
to Pisa.
that's fine. That's fine. I'm not... and then MaxEv should be...
Hard 3000 at
Lapmo. Yeah, I bet it's plus, right? Yeah, I think it's the Navigraph data, because it doesn't matter which aircraft I fly, I always get that. What is a hard constraint is turned on an ILS is turned into at or above. And then MaxEv 2500.
Hard 2500?
Yes. Okay, that one, because that's the beginning of... Yeah, that's the intercept, exactly. Okay. So we'll see what happens with the sequencing. We might get vector period, but at least that will get us close to the airport and then send on a somewhat downwind. So let's do a back of the envelope calculation based on the altitude constraint. So Sutex was below flight level 230, so we're at 360, so that's 13,000 feet, so times 3, that's 39 miles. Let's call it 40 plus 10 to slow down. So I'll put a fix at Sutex and a ring of 50.
Hello, French Baguette 24, Whiskey
Hello,
Foxtrot,
French
flight
Baguette.
380, inbound Jelpo.
Sorry, excuse me, French
Yeah, it's
Baguette 24
more
Whiskey
margin
Foxtrot,
than it
Shannon
Yeah,
gives us.
Control,
well,
identify
which is the way I like it.
Lima, arrival, runway
We'll
28
see.
left.
We'll see what they give us, but okay. Good.
Sutex 40 mile arrival, runway 28 left. French Baguette 24, Whiskey Foxtrot.
French Baguette
And
24 Whiskey Foxtrot, so route nav
for
direction
beginning of
to
VNAV
2
descent, we bug down and then
Yeah, you
push
You push.
shortly
Yeah.
before the top of descent, I think.
Yeah.
Shamrock 2 Kilo Lima, fly
Whenever you want to
340
command it,
degrees
but
to
yes,
frequency.
5 miles before, 3 miles before, whatever. I mean, even if you do it after, it's gonna tell you, you know. And
Because if I did that right now, it shouldn't do anything, right?
I mean, you change the altitude or change the altitude and push, because if you change
Bug
it,
down and push. If I bug down and push right now,
it
would
will
do anything
it
since
will
it's
descend. No, it will
Oh, it
descend.
will?
I'm pretty.
350 degrees.
Well, if you keep it pushed, well,
I was curious.
yeah.
Because it works a lot differently in the Boeing.
Yes, it does. One thing is that the Airbus doesn't automatically start the descent, so you have to command that. And yes, I've been kind of absent from the chat, and both David and Jeff joined, so certainly appreciate these guys stopping by. Apologies for not being more participative in the chat, but
Shamrock 4 Romeo
that's how we learn, getting better, hopefully. Okay, so we're back on track with a direct Sutex with 0.8 Mach. Yeah, don't be surprised, they might keep us high and fast. I mean, where was it? Yeah, into Perth, I really had to put the speed brake, gears, and the whole 9 yards to stay on glide slope and not go down at 1500 feet per minute, you know, and 170 knots. So. We lost Shamrock.
French Baguette 24 Whiskey Foxtrot, put you back in there.
Decimal 86, French Baguette
When do we
24,
want to
Whiskey
do approach calculation, approach performance?
Well,
wait a bit more. Or?
You mean the checklist or the?
I mean
the perf. It's all calculated for us, right?
Okay.
Are you talking about entering the data?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess we're
yeah,
too far out.
I would wait a little bit. I mean, it's a double-edged sword, right? If you put it, at least you have it. But then it's kind of easy to forget to put anything early, more up to date. Although it's also a good way to see the changes. So I'd say we put them in.
Looks like they switched over to information delta on VATSIM.
I had Charlie, so the delta is current.
According to Navigraph.
Yeah. Well,
delta.
I'm sure. Yes, the delta is after Charlie. So
yeah.
You want to read it to me? If you already have it, and I'll put it.
Yeah. EIDW ATIS information delta 0100 Zulu. Approach type ILS. Landing runway 28 left. Takeoff runway 28 right. Parallel runway ops in use. Landing traffic plan to vacate. Taxiway Sierra 5. Transition level 60. Visibility 10 kilometers. Scattered at 1200. Broken at 3000. Temperature 10. Dew point 07. QNH 10.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Temperature 10.
Yeah.
Winds were 0.
I haven't gotten to winds.
Okay.
Yet.
QNH then.
QNH 1021.
Okay.
Taxiway Alpha closed. Taxiway
the
Echo.
wind are probably in front of the temperature and the QNH.
It's not there. I mean, I can switch over to METAR. You want to get the METAR?
Let me see.
Because it says it's variable at 3. That might be why they skip
Oh,
it.
okay, variable at 3. Okay,
yeah.
Well then it's a it's a 0, 0.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I missed that. All right, and let's look at the minimum for the ILS. That hopefully won't change. 402, does that
Yeah, that's what I'm
concur?
seeing.
Alright, thank you.
Cool.
And I would suggest, you know, full flaps. I don't see why.
Yeah.
What kind of... So fuel, yeah, we're way below our maximum landing weight, so that's good. And we still have a good 6.3 ton. The fuel, can update that. The fuel calculation is still showing almost, what is it, an hour, 14 minutes extra. Okay. Man, it's pitch dark here. I know the room is still a little bit lit, but and it's not like we've seen many beacons or strobe lights of people flying this route.
Shannon Center, 3 Alpha Mike Charlie Hotel, flight level 430.
3 Alpha Mike Charlie Hotel, Shannon Control, thank you. Expect Sutex 4 Lima, arrival runway 28 left.
Sutex 4 Lima into 28 left, 3 Alpha Mike Charlie Hotel.
Shamrock 2 Kilo Lima.
Yeah, you can see here the app is, it might be a little tricky from the distance, but the app is synced with the MCDU.
44, contact Shannon Control with your MAC number on 127.130, goodbye.
Over to 127.130, goodbye GL44.
Speed at 6, Charlie Tango.
Airspring 8932, reduced to Mach 0.78.
Reduced to 0.78, sir, flying 8932.
Shannon Control, very good morning to you, GL44, Mach 0.8.
GL44 Shannon, good morning, identified, cleared Sutex 4 Lima, landing 28 left.
We're clear for the Sutex 4 Lima arrival, runway 28 left, GL44. So now in Europe, and I know, I mean, yeah, it's slightly different from the US, and I get caught sometimes, where he cleared us for the approach, but that doesn't mean we can start or descend. It's a lateral clearance, so you're supposed to follow the star, but they will tell you. Because I know once into Frankfurt I started descending, and like, oh, you guys in the US, when you clear for the star, you go down, you know, so we'll see. Hopefully it will give us the clearance, and if not, we can always ask for lower.
If we get close to our top of descent marker, do we just call up and ask if we
Yeah, you say, hey, we're ready for descent.
Yeah.
And then he will tell you, hey, I'm keeping you high because of traffic or this or that, or sure, go ahead. And sometimes they would give you at pilot discretion, right? Then we can do it whenever. But here he gave us vector to sequence a little bit. There is a gap, so there's 3 aircraft. We don't see anybody on TCAS. Are they above us? Yeah, there's one at 410. That's it. Nearby. Usually at cruise I keep the TCAS on below. The reason being that the most useful information is the aircraft below if we need to do a rapid descent, an emergency descent. And even with below, it would still show you like up to 2,000 feet above, so it's not like you're never gonna see it. Alright, so we're on our way to Sutex.
681, it's Sutex 4 Lima for runway 28 left, descend flight level 250.
Descent flight level 250 for Easy HX81.
And Easy HX81, Sutex 4 Lima, landing 28 left.
Sutex 4 Lima, landing 28 left, Easy HX81.
United 3184, turn right to a heading of 070 degrees.
Right heading 070, turn 8 over.
Shannon, good evening. Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, flight level 390, Mach 0.81. Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, good night, identified, cleared Sutex 4 Lima, runway 28 left. clear 264 Lima, 28 left, be about 6 Charlie Tango.
I'm trying to jot down the frequency that we can expect. So approach 1211, there might be another sector in between, it's not totally clear, but then tower 1186 and ground 121.8.
Charlie Tango. There's no lead descent down to flight level 310 available.
Sugar 6 Charlie Tango, firm descent flight level 310.
Descent flight level 310, speed about 6 Charlie Tango.
United 3184, clear direct to Soren. United 3184, cleared direct to Soren.
Better turn out there, Nick.
What do you want in the standby?
32, descent flight level 170.
Let's go with 121.
290 knots.
Decimal 1. Or
Stand to
.1.
level 170, speed conversion, speed 290
Cool,
knots.
thank you. And then 1186.
United 3184, report your indicator airspeed.
Whoops, 118, there we go, 6.
We're at 329.
Roger, maintain that speed for the moment. The next controller will have a reduction in it for you. You can call him now on 129.180. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
180,
So there might be 129, 180. Okay, not sure. I know which frequency will be transferred.
180, bye-bye.
29, 180, Blackbird, Houston, San Bravo. Thank you for the ATC.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Hey, we can see land.
Mm.
I mean, I can see land. Oh yeah, you have not much on their side. All right.
Level 170 on conversion speed 290 knots.
Down 170 and on conversion 290, ping 1 for Juliet.
Easy 8681, turn left heading 210 degrees.
Left heading 210, easy 8681.
Sound good evening, Shamrock 4, Romeo Lima, flight level 360, checking in. Shamrock 4, Romeo Lima, Shannon good, nice, identified, cleared 264 Lima, landing 28 left.
So we're stuck between two heavies.
2x4 Lima, landing 28 left, Shamrock 4, Romeo Lima.
Yes, the fundraising is going. We had some early success. Some people are donating directly to Corporate Angel Network. For a little challenge, FO Crafty even tossed a few dollars to see me experiment with the ditching button yesterday. So it's a good opportunity to remind our viewers that the WorldFlight event is supporting multiple charities around the world, and for GL44, like we've done in previous year, we are supporting the Corporate Angel Network here in the United States, which is a wonderful organization that allows cancer patients to travel for free on corporate jets, so be it to go and receive treatment in a specialized center, or even just to get a second opinion. Can only imagine how stressful this time can be for those cancer patients, so being able to facilitate the kind of air transport is really nice, and they've been wonderful people to work with. So if you submit a donation directly on their website, there's a link in our description here, there's a link on our website, flightpathsimulation.com, and from there just make sure to enter the code WF24, WF24, so that we can trace it back to our effort here. So Thanks again for joining us on this night flight into Dublin, and soon we'll probably be given some descent instruction and let the fun begin. Alright. We didn't really have to deal with any weather. We saw some stuff on the weather radar coming out of departing Lisbon, but after that it was pretty clear, or totally clear to be honest. Just the way we like it.
039 Charlie, Shannon, good.
That would be nice for the next flight, which will be interesting with a landing challenge. So that's a tradition in the WorldFlight events. On one of the legs there is some sort of challenge, usually landing challenge. So I guess the lucky owner drew the short straw. I'll be playing that on on our next leg. It's gonna be a separate stream, so we'll end the stream, then do a quick turnaround, and I'll start a new stream for leg 13 out of Dublin.
French, we got 24 Whiskey Foxtrot, Shannon, good evening, identified, cleared Sutex 4 Lima, landing 28 left. Sutex 4 Lima, arrival for runway 28 left, French, we got 24 Whiskey Foxtrot. Thank 14 Julia, contact Dublin 129.180, bye-bye.
Over to Dublin 129.180, ping 14 Julia, amazing service, have a good night.
Cheers, have a good night. Easy 8681, continue descent flight level 170.
Descent to flight level 170, easy 8681.
Okay, so we can see the guy in front of us is descending now. And if you want now, there's this new ATC feature. So if you go traffic and turn it on, the aircraft that transmit ADS-B data, you have heading, and then you can even pick. I'm not sure which one is in front, but you get bearing from our location, the wake turbulence, level.
Control,
that's probably not him because the vertical speed is.
Shark 2 Kilo Lima, Shannon, good night, identified.
Yeah, I know. There is an issue because I told you right about the. Will that fix it? So yeah, this time. Okay. Anyway, so you can decide if you want the usual traffic symbol or if you want those.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's cool. When you get really busy, it's a little cluttered. And I guess some people, not sure why, there's a few airplanes that I know. I don't know if it's because they're in SIM that doesn't transmit to VATSIM, or their plugin doesn't transmit that information.
Easy 681, contact Dublin 129.180, bye-bye.
129.180, have it going. Thanks for the service.
Bye-bye.
So I'm assuming we'll get 129.180 first, Dublin. Then there might be another approach controller. We'll see. Then Tor and ground. Alright. So do I dare looking at our schedule? 218 now, assuming no delay, no vector. Go. I wonder if he was... Okay, 13523. Did I lose him? GL44?
Alitalia 9590, report Mach number.
842.
Alitalia 9590, reduce to Mach decimal 83, please.
Mach 83, Alitalia 950. That is 90.
Quarter 6024, report your Mach number.
Quarter 6024.
Did I switch inadvertently?
Quarter 6024, reduce Mach decimal 83.
It's the decimal 83 plus 6024.
Center GL44.
Station calling second.
It's GL44. We got a ping from you. Juliet Hotel Lima 44.
It's GL44. It shouldn't be with me. Try 127.130 again. See if they're still expecting you.
Say again. The frequency was really scratchy for GL44.
127.130.
127.130 for GL44. So despite my best effort to try to anticipate the frequency, that didn't pan out. Dublin, GL44, flight level 360, Mach decimal 8.
GL44 identified. GL14, correction 44, when ready, descend flight level 170 on conversion speed 290 knots.
When ready, descend to flight level 170 on conversion speed 290 knots, GL44. I say we're ready. So I would do 17.
17.
Yeah, flight level 170. And then I would actually pull for open descent. Yeah, because...
Go ahead right now.
Yeah.
Conversion speed 290 knots.
Alright, open descent. Out blue.
Because the plane likes to keep you high, right? For... no, I wouldn't do it... Did we change the cost index?
Roger, speed 290 on conversion.
I would not
Control,
keep it that high.
Charlie Hotel, flight level 430, Mach decimal 84.
So the top of descent that we see on the ND is optimized for fuel consumption, so it keeps you as high as you know, and then assume you can do almost an engine idle descent.
But it's assuming 3 degrees on the path, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
I think it's... I don't know exactly what the Airbus... I mean, it might be. It's just I've never heard that, but I don't know. That would be a good question for a real-world A320 pilot. Okay. So you see they're cutting a little bit, so we're not gonna do the whole thing if I had to guess. So they might start giving us a lower level while we're on that kind of arcish thing. So by that time we can, I mean, it's gonna be level and vector, you know. And the transition level is not until like flight level 60 here, so it's...
We're
it's
booking it down.
Turn left, heading 340 degrees.
Yeah, I mean, I could reduce beyond 4,000. It's probably a little uncomfortable. So, but you see, it's the cost index that makes a big difference.
Strike 4 Romeo Lima, descend flight level 170 on conversion speed 290.
And that's the other thing. The top of descent was calculated on the cost index 99. So with that speed. So maybe we should... I mean, it's up to you, actually, but...
Howdy, Lufthansa 405 with you.
But,
we are already high.
He said on conversion some speed?
Yeah, on conversion.
What does that mean?
Yeah, so when the speed goes from Mach to IAS...
That's usually flight level 240?
So he wanted 290, so... You're right, that is something... So this is a little too low. Oh, that's a little too high. I mean, we can manually do it. Yeah, there you go.
Because you could probably set it like manually there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that will work too. I think we lost a little time in the transition. I thought at one point in time he might have called us, but then I heard him talking to, I think, Speedbird or something like that.
Contact Dublin 190, level 3880, our Mac decimal 83.
I think it was 129.180 for GL44.
Hey, firm, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Because once he transmits, he doesn't hear anybody else. He didn't know he got stepped on.
Yeah.
Dublin approach, GL44, inbound Sutex, descending flight level 170.
GL44, Dublin Control identified, cleared, Sutex 4 Lima, arrival, descent, flight level 130.
Clear, Sutex 4 Lima, arrival and descent, flight level 140, GL44.
130 set, open descent, out blue.
Did you say 3 or? I thought I heard 1-4.
I thought I heard 1-3.
Okay.
Wait.
Can the chart help us? No, the chart was...
Nomadic 420, Papa, contact Dublin 132.
Yeah, there was nothing else between 230 and...
Thank you very much, bye-bye.
GL44, reduce speed to 270 knots.
Speed down to 270 GL44. Yeah, now they want you to go down and to slow down, and I mean, we're on profile, we'll see. You can always use the speed brake if need be. Okay, I wanted to put the approach 1211, unless that was already... let me put tower on yours. The most demanding one is tower, because sometimes they transfer you, you know, a few miles out, and...
Yeah, you're busy flying on an approach, and they finally transfer you.
Yeah. If you have to go back to frequency, ask again. He's probably he's certainly talking to another aircraft. It can get dicey. Alright, so approaching Durham. We see clearly, and we see it here, right there, in front of us, 10 miles, 9 miles out.
Dublin, good evening, good morning, Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, descending flight level 170, passing flight level 205.
Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, Dublin, hello, cleared, Sutex 4 Lima, arrival, descent flight level 130.
Cleared,
yeah, and technically,
arrival, descent flight level 130, Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango.
He cleared us.
GL44, just reduce speed to 250 knots.
Reducing speed 250 GL44.
Dublin, good morning, Lisbon.
I would strongly recommend using the speed brake now. Because we're already 1,000 above, and we want to slow down, so our VS is going to suffer.
We only get half with autopilot on, I think.
Correct.
Dublin 132.580.
132.580 GL44. How many frequencies are we going to get?
Shamrock 4 Charlie Juliet, contact Dublin 129er, decimal 180, bye-bye.
Slowly getting back on profile.
Okay, good.
Thanks for ATC, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Dublin GL44, descending flight level 130.
GL44, Dublin Control, very good morning to you, descend flight level 100.
Down to flight level 100 GL44.
100 set.
So that solves it.
Nomadic 420 Papa, descend flight level 80, speed 230.
Alright, let's do our approach checklist while we're at it. So briefing, we've reviewed the star, the ILS, 28 left, and taxi. ECAM status, no one have to call it, normal. Let's put the seatbelt sign back on. We're not quite yet at 10,000, but it's gonna be busy. Barrow, we can't transition yet, but we can preset it. So 1021. So if you push, you can set 1021 and then pull again. The ISIS we can set.
Tomjet 215, contact Dublin 129.180, bye-bye.
129.180, Tomjet 215.
How do we get to the vertical deviation?
Progress.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, that's the radio. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
And the scale for the green dot is 500 feet above. So if it's pegged, you're more than 500 feet.
Okay.
So better we'll have to come back to that, but that will be once we clear below flight altitude 6000. The MDA has been set and is 42, and engine mode selector is normal. That's the approach checklist completed.
40 Papa descend, flight level 70.
70, numeric 420 Papa.
What are we doing for auto brakes today?
DL44 descend, flight level 90, speed 230 knots.
Down to flight level 90 and speed 230 knot, GL44.
230, 90.
Okay, set. I mean, do you want auto brake? I mean, how long is that? 8,000? I would do low.
Okay. 6 Dublin control, very good morning.
What's that?
Flight level 120.
130
I mean, it's 8,600 feet. No, they would like us to racket tier 5, so that's probably down to like 6,000 feet, but low should be fine. And then full reverse. So you lift the gate right and then put them in.
Approach 121.1, bye-bye.
121.1, thank you very much, bye-bye.
Finally 121.1. Is the frequency change? I'm totally confused with what's happening on your side.
I'm not seeing it change whenever you change to standby.
No, that's normal.
Okay, we're
it's your
back
standby,
on profile.
But I thought I'd said
DL44 descend, flight level 80.
Down to flight level 80 GL44.
80 set.
Thank you.
We were at 6 Charlie Tango, descend, flight level 90.
We are below profile now. What's going on here?
Well, there's no more well, because the profile has this. Anything below 7,000 is gonna, you know. It has the whole
we're on open.
thing.
Oh, we're open descent. Yeah, never mind.
Okay, we're approaching 10,000.
Just not used to these Airbus FMAs.
So Tom's cargo 8286, clear direct rule out.
Direct rule out, Tom's cargo 8286.
DL44, report your clear level to approach 121.1. Good morning.
Say again for GL44, you got stepped on.
GL44, yeah, apologies. Report your cleared level to approach 121.1. Bye-bye.
Will do. Approach 121.1. Bye-bye, GL44.
See ya.
Resume on navigation, direct left now, airport Portugal 21.
And approach GL44 clear down to flight level 80.
GL44 Dublin approach. Hello, expect ILS approach runway 28 left.
ILS approach 28 left, GL44.
Pink 14 Juliet, maintain 160 knots of greater till 4 DME. 160 till 4, Pink 14 Juliet. 8868, 1 speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 is 8631.
And Portugal 211, descend altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1020.
3,1020, airport Portugal 21.
Got some music in the background.
Pink 14 Juliet, contact Dublin Tower 118.6, bye.
Over there, 118.
Yeah, once again, when I change frequency... Okay, there's something funky there.
Setting 360 degrees.
Got a bug.
Left 360.
Well, there's something I can think of. That is really disturbing. There's a Dublin ground chart. I'm looking for the parking stands. Dublin is west, there is east.
681, maintain 180 knots until 6 Jimmy.
Could you repeat that?
Maintain 180 knots.
Looks like we
until
can
6
expect to get a vector probably after
Okay,
Sivna.
180 knots till 6
Okay.
Jimmy,
So let's verify.
Lapmo at the moment.
Yeah, but
We turn LS on.
Portugal 211.
So IDW 11135 from course with 277. It's a 3-degree ILS, so standard.
Cool. I'm already picking up the DME.
28 left. Portugal 211.
Okay, did you put the LS on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or my light's not up.
Yeah, that light. Yeah, there's a.
glitchy.
Okay, are we in the cloud?
GL 44 descent flight level 70.
Descent flight level 70 GL 44.
Oh, we gotta do open descent.
Either, yeah, at this point, either that or VS.
Charlie Tango, descending flight level 70, passing flight level 95.
Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, Dublin approach, good morning, expect ILS approach runway 28 left, number 5.
Expect ILS approach runway 28 left, number 5 for us. Good. Charlie Tango.
I thought we were number 5.
I am gonna do approach phase.
Yes.
81, contact Dublin Tower 118.
Yeah, now that we have selected
Yeah.
speed,
18.6.
it's a good time.
Nomadic 420 Papa, resume navigation direct lap mode, speed 220 knots.
220 direct Latmo for nomadic 420 Papa.
G Hell 44, turn left heading 350 degrees.
Left turn 350 GL 44. Okay,
350
we're still
set.
25 miles out. Yeah, we have to do. So you see, we don't have to do the whole.
Yeah.
Portugal 211, reduced to 160 knots.
Let me
maintain
give
till
you.
4 DME.
Same speed again.
160 knots till 4 DME.
16034, Portugal 211.
Nomadic 420 Papa via lap mode, cleared out of approach runway 28 left.
Clear LS 28 left and nomadic 420 Papa.
G Hell 44, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Down to 5,000, altitude 5,000 on 1020 GL 44.
GL 44, thank you, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knot GL 44.
220 set.
Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, turn left heading 065.
Left turn 065, Spirit 6 Charlie Tango.
Right, and I give you an extended runway center line.
Oh,
he cleared us to an altitude, so you can go with QNH now.
1020?
10, yes.
1020.
G Hell 44, resume navigation direct lap mode.
Resume on navigation direct lap, no, GR 44.
I don't see it on here.
And
Portugal 211, contact
there you go.
Dublin
Do you want me to?
Tower
Let me
Yeah,
enter it.
go for it.
Tower 118.
I forgot. It's scroll.
Services, Portugal 211.
Okay, managed heading. Good.
G Hell 44, descend to altitude 3,000 feet via lap mode, cleared out of approach runway 28 left, report established.
Cleared on to 3,000 via LAPMO. We'll report establish ILS 28 left GL 44.
Does that mean we're cleared to capture it? Yes.
Yes. Well, we have to go to LAPMO first.
Okay.
Via LAPMO, cleared ILS 28 left.
Oh, okay.
Dublin Hello, JetBlue 90314, flight level 905, descending flight level 80, information Echo, Airbus A320, the QNH 1020.
JetBlue 9314, Dublin approach, very good morning to you. Expect ILS runway 28 left, number 5.
ILS 28 left, JetBlue 90314.
Approach, good morning, Shamrock 4, Romeo Lima, flight level 90.
I mean, we're below glide slope for now, but just one dot, so it's not a lot. So when we slow down, it's gonna.
We're cleared down to 3,000 though. So
yes, yes.
Nomadic 420 Papa, contact Dublin Tower 118.6 flight.
118.6, thank you very much. Have a great night. Take care.
Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, turn left, resume navigation direct lap mode, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1020.
So, yeah, I'll fly the approach. I'll let you get the flaps and the gear.
Yeah, you call what you want,
yeah.
when you want it.
Speedbird 6 Charlie
Then I'll give you the reverser call, reverser green, spoilers.
Okay.
And 70 knots. At 70 knots, you should bring the reverse.
We still have that 230 knot restriction.
Bring the reversal to idle and then just to normal idle. Alright, so how many in front of us? 1, 2, 2? We're number 3.
Still no movement on the localizer just yet.
Yeah, my extended, I'll clear that, it's more.
GL44, speed 180 knots, maintain to 60 ME.
Speed 180 knots until 60 ME, GL44.
180 set. So we can go managed at 60 ME, I guess?
Yes. And it's, yeah, they want to bring you in.
I'll
go to approach.
I'll let you handle going managed then.
Okay.
That's,
so
that's pretty busy
we should
phase.
probably use the speed brake, because if not, we're gonna dip. We're gonna get over. So yeah, and by now we're gonna. You want the flaps?
Sure, flaps 1.
So that will help us to slow. Because you don't want to be above the glide slope.
Yeah.
Okay.
French Baguette 24 Whiskey Fox.
Right, I'm gonna.
Yep.
Yeah,
this is good. Arm cat 3 singles. So standard SOP is AP 1 plus 2. Yeah.
JetBlue 9314, redirect lap now.
Direct lap now.
So here we go. So we're 11, little less than 11 mile out. We're entering the clouds. Temperature is 10 degrees C, so it should be okay.
GL44, report when fully established.
Fully established ILS 28 left, sorry, GL44.
Thanks, GL44, contact Dublin Tower 118.6, bye.
Over to tower 18.6 GL44. Tower GL44 fully established, ILS 28 left.
Portugal 211, very welcome to Dublin. Vacate next right. Once vacated, right Sierra, ground 11.8. All the best.
So musical friend.
Thank you so much.
420 Papa
I'm
surface
going flaps
wind
2.
120 degrees 4 knots, runway 28 left, cleared.
Say again?
Flaps 2.
Okay, flaps 2, sorry.
And GL44, Dublin Tower, hello to you, surface wind 120 degrees 4 knots, runway 28 left, continue approach your number 2, traffic to land.
Continue approach, ILS 28 left, GL44.
Going gear down.
Yeah.
Okay, we're armed.
Okay, we'll be at 180 at 6. So now.
Okay, manage speed.
Okay, runway in sight. We're clear for the ILS. We're not clear to land quite yet.
Alright,
Are
flaps
you fully
3.
Okay, flaps 3. Yep, it's sporty.
Flaps 4.
And so to disconnect flaps 4, to disconnect, you press the red.
Twice.
You know, intuitive, and yeah, then you silence the.
Do an auto thrust landing because I'm not used to this.
So we fully configure. We can do the landing checklist, which is cabin crew has been advised. Auto thrust, like you said, is speed, and the ECAM memo is landing no blue.
Yeah, gear down 3 green, auto brake low, speed brake.
Yeah, I mean
traction armed, flaps full. Yeah.
All good. And 2 white, 2 red.
And we're on profile and speed.
Do you have the aircraft in front of us? Yeah, he's
I
on
see
the
him.
ground.
He's exiting. Looks
420
like.
Papa, very welcome to Dublin. Vacation
We don't have a
Sierra
clearance
5,
yet, though, right?
No.
Onto Sierra's ground 121.8. All the best.
Sierra 5 Sierra and ground 1 Sierra. Thank you very much.
Alright, I'm going autopilot off.
Okay.
1000.
GL44, surface wind 120 degrees 4 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Runway 28 left, clear to land, GL44.
Dublin Tower, good morning, speed at 6, Charlie Tango, fully established approach from 28 left, 8 now,
Yeah. The flare is not much, so by 30 radar altimeter, before it even, before it calls retard, 30 feet above the runway, I would retard.
Oh, okay.
And then,
I usually start flying about 50 feet.
Okay, well, yeah.
Or is that sound good?
Do what you used to.
Okay.
Hey, it's all green here.
100 above.
Okay, we'll land.
Minimum.
Landing.
100. Flight slope. 40. 20. Retard. 5.
Very nice. Reverser, don't forget. Alright. Reverser green. Why didn't I get the spoilers? Spoilers deployed.
Man, this rudder.
GL44, very
70
welcome
knots.
to Dublin. Vacate right Sierra 5. Once vacated, onto Sierra's ground 121.8. All the best.
Vacate Sierra 5, GL44, then Sierra, then ground. Is this Sierra 5? It is Sierra 5. Well done.
Yeah, I figured he wanted us off here.
Yeah, no, perfect.
Oh man, it's a little swervy. Not used to that sensitive rudder.
Yeah, I know.
Alright,
Alright, so you take a hard right here.
First, Speedbird 8023, pushing down approved, face west, QNH 1020.
Push and start approved, face west. Thank you, sir. I just need to restart the engines. Thank you.
Roger, break Ryanair 212 Romeo, taxi Delta, November, Charlie. Kilo,
And you can kind of stroll on Sierra for now.
Alright, I'm gonna get the flaps up here.
Yeah, I can do it if you want.
Speed brake down.
November, Charlie Kilo,
Radar
hold short November for Ryanair 212 Romeo.
Get the APU started.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, contact tower 124.680, all the best.
124680, thanks guys, Air 47 Charlie.
Ground GL44 on Sierra.
96 tower 124.680.
124680, just 3996, good night.
Tom Jet 346, ready for taxi.
That was probably my best landing in the simulator
really
so
good.
far.
Charlie and Kilo, hold short November.
Because I've had some rough ones.
Oh, we all do.
Tom Jet 346.
Ground GL44 on Sierra.
Left onto runway 34, right onto November.
Left on the 34 right and right on November for Walker 4726.
Portugal 211, cross the runway 16 onto Hotel 1 stand 203 Lima.
Cross 16 on Hotel 1 203 Lima, Portugal 211.
GL44 ground hello, taxi Whiskey 2, hold short of runway 16.
Whiskey 2, hold short 16 to GL44. Okay, so we're gonna be careful. There's a little. It's gonna be on our left, as you can imagine. There's a little pad. That's not what we want. Whiskey 2 is shortly after that. I don't know if there's gonna be light to that little pad. So it's probably these first lights.
And push and start face.
Yeah, I think I'm.
Yeah,
I see it. I see it here. I got my map up here.
1020. 1020 for 251.
Ground hello, Callum 874, stand 108, center, request push start.
KLM 874, hello, pushing start approved, face east on Charlie, QNH 1020.
Push start approved, faced east, KLM 874.
Ryanair 212 Romeo, contact tower 124.680.
I don't...
it should be the next left here.
Yes. I mean, it should be in the
yeah,
but
Whiskey 2.
okay.
Yeah.
So left on Whiskey 2,
yeah.
I don't think the runway is active, but yes, clearly we were given a hold short.
124680, Tom Jet 346.
Dublin ground, very good morning. Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, we're on Sierra.
Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, ground hello, taxi Whiskey 1, hold short of runway 16.
Whiskey 1,
thought I had hit
the
APU, but quick. Flaps have been retracted, spoilers are disarmed, APU is starting. And then the radar and predictive will shield are all off, both off. Okay. Okay, so you see the runway signs?
Yeah.
Walker 2933, contact tower 124.680.
Yes. Hold short right here.
Oh, United 981, contact tower 124.680, yeah.
12468, all of us, United 981.
Neptune 2-3 Tango, good evening, stand 413, ready for push and start.
Neptune 2-3 Tango, push and start approved, QNH 1020.
020% start approved, 2-3 Tango.
GL44 holding short, whiskey 2.
GL44 cross runway 16 onto Mike 1, Foxtrot outer stand 119 Romeo.
Cross 16, Mike 1, Fox Otter, stand 119 Romeo, Juliet, GL44. Okay, did we cross already?
I'm crossing right now.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't think it's an active, but
this turns into Mike 1, I don't know what to do after that though.
Yes, go left, immediate left on Foxtrot Outer.
Okay. Foxtrot Outer, these are some weird taxi names
I
in
know,
Europe
I
here.
know. So we're going 119, okay. So left here. And don't think it's a gate, I think it's just a good old stand.
Favorite 6 Charlie Tango, cross
so we're gonna
runway
pass
16 Hotel 1, turn right onto Foxtrot, stand 404 Charlie.
Link 5, I guess?
Cross runway 16, Hotel 1, Foxtrot.
And I don't know what kind of marking we'll have. This is the giant 1471, so we'll be parking to his left most likely. So it's gonna be a slow down. We're gonna have to shoot. Do you see any marking on your side?
Is it the one right after the giant?
I'm not sure because I don't see. I'm trying to get you that.
What's the name of the stand?
119er. So I would slow down.
Okay,
so it's
yeah,
right
I think I see something coming up here.
Ground, good morning.
I think it's a hard right here. I think you're passing it.
Yeah.
You already passed it.
Uh-oh.
United 1113 ground
Is it that?
push and
Yeah,
approved,
I guess.
QNH 1020.
There's like a left, center,
but he told
and right.
us F Otter, we can't see from here. Not sure why. Anyway.
That's the
based on me, it's the one on the right.
Okay.
Let me call the GSX dude. I mean, ideally, that's what we would have.
This is 119er left, which is good enough, I guess.
Yeah. No, that's not it.
Get the
yeah,
taxi light off there.
We'll figure out what kind of service.
Windows right on the taxi light.
Neither. Alright, we'll park here. That's 118. No, they're both 119?
JetBlue 9314.
Yeah, it's 119 left, right? Close enough.
Taxiway
Close
4,
enough.
stand 313 Charlie.
Gonna erp it whenever it sounds
yeah,
good.
Yeah, 16 onto Hotel 1, apron taxiway 4, and stand 313 Charlie.
Nice.
Set.
Nice, the APU is on, so the engine can come off.
Shutting them down. Signs off.
With that. And we'll turn off the fuel pump for refueling, although I don't know if it's totally... Alright, wonderful, nice.
Southwest 73 in Dublin.
It might be the model matching, right? You can't necessarily...
Now 10-3 Tango, ready for taxi.
Alright. Good job.
2-3 Tango, taxi Bravo 1, Fox.
That's block, on block 222.
Hold short link 4, Neptune 2 Tango.
What's our external power button to get it available?
I'll give it to you.
Or I guess it's done differently now, yeah.
I mean, I have like 3 different ways to do it. So why don't we start with this one? So you should have external power.
Alright, we're on external power now.
Okay.
And I'm going to shut down the APU.
Alright, sounds good.
Camera 4 Romeo Lima on Sierra, looking for taxi.
Well, that was a very nice landing.
Shamrock 4 Romeo Lima, hello, taxi Sierra, hold short of runway 24.
Yeah, no, we are 1 hour late, but that's due to the glitch that they had in the schedule.
Beacon light is off.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this flight.
Yeah.
Thanks for the excellent flying. And hope to see you on another flight. And hope to see our viewers in the chat in another flight. Thanks you guys for joining us. We're going to do a quick turnaround and then on to Lake 13 with the landing challenge. So don't miss it. See you in the next one. Take care.